Yo, what up, what up? This Alpha kicking it with AV. What's going on?
What's good? We back, man. I'm kind of glad it happened though, man. I've been thinking about that shit, man. So I got some heat. I mean, hopefully we can get through it.
Well, you know what? This one, we just gonna kick back. Like even like Trav, if you want to come on and join us, we just talking about the stuff from earlier. We just chopping it up. We ain't doing the show. This is just a chop up. But I still pull that video up though. Let me pull it up. If I pull the video up and they start doing that, then that's telling me like somebody saying, "Don't do the video."
Facts. Word.
So this is the test right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the test.
Now I want to say something real quick. You know what I mean? Because I know the chat was saying some stuff. First things first. You know, as far as being a pretty boy, we're not attacking that. I mean, if God bless another man with good looks, more power to him. You know what I mean? But there's a lack of congruency with masculinity and looks. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a pretty boy and you're not acting like a man, you know, other men will call you out on that. You know what I'm saying? And number two, you know what I mean? I don't know that guy. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but I think it is a good lesson for us to be able to talk about this because he may be heterosexual, you know what I mean? He may be, you know what I mean? And he'll the argument will typically be, yo, I can get more pussy, I could get your girl. And that's fine and shit, because getting a girl ain't a conquest to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is light work. Bottom line is this, man. Men need to be congruent. You know what I mean? If you're going to be heterosexual, act like a heterosexual man, not like this hybrid nigga is acting.
All right, let's get into him real quick.
again, when we take this back to a baseline characteristics perspective, who is demonstrating the feminine characteristics and who is demonstrating the masculine characteristics?
You really do what, bro? Hey, I just want to, you know what I mean? Wait! Hey, hold on, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Don't worry. Can I have a little bit of your juice? Whoa, chill out. What's supposed to
At least he got a little assertive right there.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. She might snatch it from his damn hand. Let's see.
Chill. I really like that shit. I can get some. That's really.
Why do you keep looking at her like that?
Yeah, he trying to do that smoldering look shit.
Hey, you got some right here.
And he playing with the top of it like that.
Let me see. That's really ass, huh? Oh, you got it. I believe that's supply. Hey, first of all, how you think
Second off, ain't no chick telling me if I'm sharing, bro, we not doing the let me take the top off and stuff. Either you gonna let me have some or not.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Word. And you know what, too? If the girl don't say nothing, that says a lot about the girl, too, in terms of if you're trying to get with her or not. She already assuming or imagining, you know what I mean, your mouth on hers. You know what I mean? So those little subtleties that people really need to look at in body language. I know MLD does body language mastery and shit like that. But the fact that he should have assumed the sale. You know what I'm saying? He should have just got this. Listen, you know what I mean? I'm just thirsty. Not even asking, just take the sip of the shit. You know what I mean? She rolling the blunt and shit, so you know you're gonna get thirsty. So he should have just went at it like that.
Yeah, bro. She's so unbothered by him.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I got the little new look going on, the hat. You know what I mean? How you feel? Fresh out of Paris. That's a great thing. That looks good.
Searching for validation.
Appreciate you.
Searching.
Very handsome. Hey, that's what I like right there. That talk.
I don't know, bro. I ain't never did all that when the chick called me handsome. When the chick called you.
Listen, man. Listen, my G. Yo, first of all, this nigga reiterated to the girl that he's got a new look. That is so weak. Let me tell you something, man. I remember one time this girl sent me a picture, right? I didn't want I didn't ask for the picture. Let's put it that way. And you know, I've received pictures from her in the past and shit. But she sent me a picture and I didn't respond to it. Maybe I got caught off. I don't remember. I was busy. But you know, the broad went on to say that I was a hater because I didn't comment on the picture. This is the same vein this nigga is doing, B. You know what I'm saying? He was fishing for a compliment, and eventually, in between rolling the blunt, she said, oh, you are handsome. But that's some feminine shit right there. You know what I mean? Making the Broadway, talking about his new look. If they don't notice your new look, nigga, you need to go back to the drawing board. That's my opinion.
If they don't notice your new look, they ain't paying attention.
Facts.
Straight up.
Look right there. Don't take it back now. You know what I mean? Is this for your lips? Yeah, it's just lip gloss, butter gloss.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Bad? Afi, but I didn't know it was this bad.
Right. I told you, bro. That's why I was mad earlier. Like, man, I got some stuff I want to say.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so let's get to the top. You know what I'm saying? I feel like hey, you making me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just rolling something up. I don't know what. I'm rolling something up. Damn, how do I start this, right?
How do you start,
bro? It's been a while. I just think we should like take the shit to the next.
Yeah, I'm not even roasting. Like, this is terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I would literally tell you, like, hey, bro, I'm not clowning you, bro. Like, let me show you how you can do it better. Like, you can even if you playing, let me show you how to play better.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna show you how to pretend better then.
Oh, yo, some of these niggas don't even know how to pretend, my G. Damn, yo, Fee, check it. Hold up, B. This nigga proceeded to apply some lip gloss from the broad to put on his lips and shit. Now, if it was that serious, my nigga, I would have just said, listen, you know, I need some of that on your lips and shit. I would have just went in for the pop kiss. You know what I mean? Like, again, these niggas are so mechanical, B. They are so rusty. And like you said, these niggas don't even know how to pretend good. My God. Okay, go ahead, man. And the camera's on, my nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, you supposed to be super
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep paraphrasing what you said.
Hey, what?
Keep paraphrasing.
So you gonna act like you don't know what I just said?
I ain't gonna lie though. Like she a little masculine, but I like little chill, unbothered bras like this though.
Facts.
Be like, you know, shit. Like I like that little chill when chicks just be like, shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
Yeah, because yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, that what she and you could tell too. You know what I mean? Even though I don't know if it's a prank or not, but I definitely like that vibe too. You know what I'm saying? They jump when you say to jump, but they do it like in a way that they trying to make sure you don't see them jump. But I see them, you see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to paraphrase it.
I'm trying.
He could have caught a moment right there.
Yo, that's what I was about to say. She decided this is the first time. First of all, the bro took off her glasses.
I would have put my arm. Let me see how she looked at him again.
Paraphrase it.
So you gonna act like you don't know what I just said?
Yeah, I was going to paraphrase it.
I would have got closer to her right there while she looked at me like that.
And yes, and she did that deliberately. Look at her. She decided to lick the blunt, seal the blunt by giving him eye contact.
Basically, like, okay, nigga, let me give you some action and see what you do with it then.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, my G, we wouldn't even have to ask the question. I would have already known what it is. I'm like, yo, put that blunt down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been, I would have just took it. Yeah.
Could have got it right there.
I'm I'm asking you out.
Oh Jesus.
Skip it up.
I know this ain't the best setting, but you know, we're looking at some beautiful trees. While you rolling up the tree, you know what I'm saying? You don't care, right? You care?
Yeah.
So you think I should have took you out and asked you this?
Yeah.
I want to be by your side.
Listen, man. Pause this real quick for you. My bad, B. Listen to me, my G. First of all, this is my thing, man. This is the thing with the youngins, man. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this is why I feel proud being my age. Yo, the broad knows the camera's on, B. So how realistic and the audience, like we all know the camera's on. So why would whatever she's gonna say is gonna be for the camera? So this ain't even a real prank, my nigga. Remember that Ashton Kutcher shit when they used to do prank or punk? They used to come out the woods and shit. That was a real prank because nobody saw. Nowadays, niggas are doing pranks in their hands and selfie sticks in their hands, and they got like 400,000 followers. I'm like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that work? My bad.
Let's see. Hold on.
I feel like I'm glad you expressed yourself.
Oh, he needs some.
You already know where it's going. But
milk. Hey, hold on, wait. Start that a little better because it sounded very negative.
Oh, yo, that nigga looked like he was landing a plane. What was with all the hand movements, bro? Lord.
He said, I want to be by your side. I think the correct terminology should be, I want you to be by my side. You understand what I'm saying? It's a slight difference, but it takes you out of a subordinate.
MTR Red Pill, I want to ask you, you slide in this chat, I want you to beam up. I want to ask him, how much coochie you getting now because you Red Pill and, you know, he didn't hit up to the 80,000 and he got female following too. I'm wondering how much tail he's smashing in from this.
You already know. Man, stop.
I'm dead ass.
Yo, listen, my G, salute to the homie.
About this status game shit, so I'm saying.
Nah, yeah, he got a lot of traffic for sure.
Because he Red Pill though. Because a lot of these guys, they Yeah, 78K. This shit got right 83,000 views. This was only a few days ago.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I want to know.
Facts. Yeah.
I'm dead. Yeah, I want to see.
Get on.
Let me hear some shit so I can aspire to get there quicker, man. I want to hear some of these blue check YouTube stories.
Facts.
Position into no, this is something that I want you to be in a sphere around, not me be all in your sphere. It's a slight word change, but I do think that it makes a big difference.
Go ahead, keep going.
I just really know what I'm gonna say. I don't know, like, I love our friendship, I love our bond, I love being around you, it's good vibes all the time, especially right now in my life. That's what I need.
Okay, let me say this real quick. Even though that little spiel, when women say that, it's bullshit. Sometimes it can somewhat be true a little bit. So let me just do a disclaimer. Like sometimes, like for it, say a chick that's pursuing you heavy. Sometimes a chick is like, damn, really, babe, you cool as shit, but I don't want all of that. And then sometimes vice versa too. Like for you dudes, like you might have a girl, she might even let you hit and everything. She might even let you hit and everything, but when you be like, "Ooh, I really like it," and then it's just like, "Damn, chill, bro." So, what you got to say about that, brother?
Nah, I agree with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like again, that's just default. It's kind of like, you know what I mean, when somebody does something for you, just say thank you. You know what I mean? That shit don't mean nothing because it's that moment. You know what I mean? She didn't want to make, because I know a lot of broads, bro, that will allow niggas to hit on them because they allegedly they feel cringy about it. They don't want to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga right there saying that shit, and you said it best. A lot of bros will let the nigga hit, probably let the nigga hit because she want to get her rocks off, but that don't mean anything. And that's the thing, bro. Men need to understand women live in moments, bro. Moments. It's like a Snapchat story, B. That shit disappears after a short period of time, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. It takes time and constant effort on her part to see whether or not she's really into you or not, B. That's what it is. She's responding to him. She's not even forthcoming and saying anything on her own. So niggas need to pay attention to that shit.
That's okay. Trav, I sent you the link. T.o.p. Nelly, if y'all want to come on, let me know.
Boy, we chopping it up.
Yeah, we chopping it up. I say we max out like 4-5. It's depending on y'all. It depends on who it is.
Bet.
It sounds like it's open, but it ain't open. So everybody don't just start asking me.
It's a lot right now. So it's like I just need you to be that in my life. I need you to just be that. That's what I need right now.
You don't want me to be more than that right now, is what you're saying.
I don't feel like we're ready for that yet, though. Like, even though you be around me like that, I feel like I still don't know you on that tip. Like, I do know you, but it's like level. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Frankie,
that was a complete explanation that is just, I want you here in my friend zone. I don't think, she took a nicer approach, and actually some of the tactics that she used were some of the things that I used throughout my life. But I think that what she did was she's essentially saying,
I sent it to you, T.o.p.
in and around my circle, my sphere of listening to my issues, my troubles, my worries, my woes, but nothing more. So
say what happened to his face.
You were in the friend zone, my G. Now the thing is if I was to look at reasons of your mannerisms as to why you're in the friend zone, I think we all can call out 5 to 6 to 7 things that we saw at the beginning of this video, which probably aids in her quick decision making. Let's keep watching a little bit more. Let's see if we can learn anything new.
I'm just in a season of my life where it's like I feel like everything going left and people really showing me the true colors. And it's like right now, I really just gotta just remain focused. And I feel like a lot of things are trying to distract me right now and bring me down. So it's like I'm really just trying to just remain afloat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're saying?
But right there, I can tell I can tell she don't mean it though, because she's just kind of sometimes women will rant like that to lose you.
She ain't even looking at him.
Like, so it's like she's almost talking to herself, oh, cause you see what I'm saying, and she don't even know. She just trying to lose him. Let me that's the strategy. I want super chat because I'm saving y'all lives, because you talking to women and then they be on the lose you strategy, and then you don't even knowing that she's trying to lose you. So this is an example of that.
Damn. So it's like I'm really just trying to just
look. She saying it at first, but then watch how she carry it on. Like, look, it's like almost like she making up the story as she go.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. This PR campaign.
Fire pimp gang. That's why I want my money, because somebody would have just went right past that part. This is the psychology part of it. Look at her eyes right there. She making it up as because she don't know what she want to say. It's just the curve. You know, when you curve, you curve and you don't know where you going, but you just wanted to go differently than where somebody else wanted to go.
Word. It's a subtle curve. It's not a sharp turn. You know what I mean? It's a subtle curve. And yeah, and if indeed this is a real situation, the way it's playing out is exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's doing it on the fly to let the nigga know, listen, man, I just want to continue to use you for your resources. I'm hungry. We're gonna be hungry after this blunt and shit. So I need you to just take me there because I'm not ready for all that shit. You know what I mean? So she definitely using the dude.
Women too that like you when like going back to earlier, right? If even if he took a while, if they like you, that's going to heighten the anticipation for when they see you, because then when you make your debut on them, it's like they're excited. You know what I'm saying? She had no excitement from the first time she saw him. So right there, it's all good. And then she hasn't even tried touching him or laughing at anything he said. I thought anything he said was smooth. So it's like he ain't controlled it from the jump. I'm late with chicks and stuff like that. I'm respectful, but they'll be like, hey, like, you know what I mean? It's been a while. Like, you know, she is showing none of that.
Right. That's a very good point, Travis. Salute to you, my G. Yo, listen, you're right, man. I want people, whoever's listening, to realize that when she's really into you, she's going to overlook the time. She's going to be more of an antsy, eager to see you, as opposed to being more frustrated with you. So this broad is definitely not into this dude. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he should have realized that. If you're younger, you got to look at those signs and not ignore them. You know what I'm saying? If she's not into you, keep it fucking moving.
So real quick before you go, if he was carrying himself right with his looks, he would be very handsome and suave. But because he doesn't carry himself with the right behavior, he's just feminine. That's why looks don't matter. Looks can disqualify you.
Facts. Yeah, he's a good looking dude, but that's what I'm saying. All four of us on this panel, we could have rocked that flower blouse and shit and pull that shit off crazy. You know what I mean? I would rock a beret and still look crazy with it. You know what I mean? I look like one of them niggas from the Expendables. But at the end of the day, this he's floating, man. He's like Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, though.
In this shit, B. So he's probably confusing the bro.
What's good, y'all? What's good? I actually just kind of went through it with salute. I just kind of went through a situation like this. The last two chicks that I met, one chick, I mean, we all got enough experience where we know when a chick is feeling us. You know what I'm saying? But in this last experience I had, the chick drove like 40 minutes to talk to me for 15. I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes don't pick up on the subtleties, the subtle little hints. And you really shouldn't have to. But I understand why women, you know what I'm saying, are indirect with guys. Because some guys, they can't handle the rejection like women can't handle rejection.
Facts.
But otherwise, you know, it would be a lot helpful to a lot of guys if women was a lot more straightforward. But that is the game.
That is the game, and that's why the niggas got to listen to you guys, the older guys. You know what I mean, the guys that have been doing this shit, because you guys teach people how to see the signs. Because once you see the sign, listen, when you understand a woman, you know she's not gonna be who she says she is. Fine. So we have to teach young men and older men, for that matter, how to pick up on the signs, so that way you can make a better decision and see whether or not you want to continue to invest your time in this broad.
Mm-hmm.
What I would have done is, when I would have gotten that car, I would have her see her lighting that shit up. I would have controlled it. Then once I saw that it was lit up enough, I would have went in and probably just like vampired on her neck as I was doing that, I would have undid her seatbelt. And then when she had that fired up, I would have taken the blunt out and then hit it after I attacked her neck and just controlled the frame and been like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have said no words. I would just done it.
I mean, you could just look at the body language between these two in the still. One, she ain't leaning in towards him in no kind of way, no eye contact. When she talks, she not even turning to look at him, not address his motherfucking ass. Right. So I mean, me right then and there, I mean, I would have got out the goddamn car like, bitch, I'll walk. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be around your fucked up ass energy right now.
Exactly. Give me that blunt too.
You can't even smoke my blunt.
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't put 5 on it, you can't get high on.
Yeah, I mean, word.
You better bring your own weed,
man. Shout out, that I was trying to give you a wrench earlier too, because you joined real quick. I appreciate you, Pete Rock, for joining earlier, because I was wanting to thank you. I seen you get on. I couldn't get the reception off, so
salute, Pete. Salute.
Yeah, thank you for the generous $20 super chat, and appreciate that you joined the membership. Make sure make sure you hit me up on Instagram too, or the and you can give me a video topic for Patreon and stuff. I want to make you a video, brother. I appreciate you. Mosman, shout out for you for the super chat. He said, keep your eyes on the game. It's the difference between consistent opportunity and stagnation. That's facts. And then I sent you the link too already, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I be trying to tell guys, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with women, it is a numbers game, but it really comes down to how you play the numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna really determine how much you winning out this motherfucker. So when you know how to, when you know how to pick up on, you know, how a woman is reacting to you, it makes the shit much easier, because then you can distinguish between the real and the fake. And you don't have to waste your time on bitches who being fake with you.
Facts, Top. Hey, yo, matter of fact, let me piggyback on that. When you said something that inspired this and shit.
My boy, it's gonna be a super chat party.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a party.
Let's go, yo. When you know how to play the game, it makes the game that much more enjoyable. You know what I mean? So like when that's why the four of us don't have problem with women. We don't hate women at all. You know what I mean? Actually, at this point in my life, my G, women are funny to me. They're comical, because I'm like, you bros are so silly. It don't matter what age, my G, they all the same as far as their wiring. So at the end of the day, my G, when you understand their wiring, it makes it fun, man. They are not the enemy. You are your own enemy.
You know what's funny? I'm actually going to tell y'all a secret, because I didn't even know when I was going to do this. But now, since we talking and we interacting, y'all tell me in the chat if y'all want me to do this, because this was a show idea that I had. So basically, it was going to be about who the baddest chicks. Let's start because everybody have the baddest chicks. We could do a sample now. The baddest chicks like on Instagram or movie stars and all this shit. And we was gonna come up with a top 10 and then narrow it down to 5. And then when we get down to 1, then I'm gonna DM the chick and I'm gonna tell you what I say. Even if she leaves me on red or whatever, I'm gonna still show you how I would come at a famous chick. And I'm basically letting y'all pick which one it is.
Oh, word. Yo,
you already know how I come at him, Happy. All you bitches are 4s. Every one of you. You cute, except for your ears. Those are funny looking.
Word. Yo, whatever you ready.
Y'all can send me certain ones y'all want me to. DM me on Instagram, Dominance Mindset Raw Game, or type in the Opera Kingdom Podcast. Send me these because I know it's ones, but I know it's little under ones that other people know that really care about that shit, and I don't know. So tell me, put me up on the chicks that I'm supposed to be looking at, and we gonna narrow it down, and then I'm a cold approach her.
I bet.
And I just wanted to say, ladies, I was just playing.
All right, let me get back into it.
It's like I feel like everything going left and people really showing me the true color. And it's like right now, I really just gotta remain focused. And I feel like a lot of things are trying to distract me right now and bring me down. So it's like I'm really just trying to just remain afloat and remain.
Look, she's just going now.
She's just talking about herself.
I have a friend, like I don't really have him I can talk to, like how sometimes talk to you about what's going on in So it's like
I need a friend that I could talk to.
like sometimes like friendship really lasts forever. Like once feelings get involved and stuff, sometimes shit can go south. And
she is definitely the man, but that sounds like a man talking to a woman right there.
Facts, big facts. I'm glad you pointed that out because she definitely sound exactly, almost damn near like me. Damn near.
Sound like Pippin. That's what she sound like. It sound like, so check this out, baby. So you a little strong right now, but how we gonna do it? You just chill.
Listen, man, let me tell young men something.
I'm gonna tell you when to fall back and when to come straight and boom, 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 and whatever.
Yeah, he done allow her to flip the whole dynamic. That's how I know that he don't know. He's not listening to the shit that she's saying to him. Because I'd have turned around and looked at her like I don't want to be your friend. It's not what the fuck I'm here for.
Word. Yo, you know what? You know what? Credit, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate for the young homie because he's such a good looking kid. He probably didn't have to have a lot of game because broads were probably just coming up to him and shit. So shit was handed to him on a silver platter. But you said it best. Both of y'all said it best that this broad is running game on this nigga, B. Like she's doing circles around this nigga. And the thing is, young men need to understand if you try to close, you approach a broad and she says no. You move on. You know what I mean? This nigga right here, in parts of him being a friend, he's sitting there just taking this abuse. This brother is just rambling at this point. I would have been like, all right, cool, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, kept it moving.
If you slick with it, you do like I do. You wait for her to say something, then you jump on that shit and be like, what's up? Oh, I'm dealing with somebody right now. Holler at me when you're not. And then leave that motherfucker alone. Go on about your business.
Keep it moving, B. Fucking crazy, B. Nah.
These dudes make the shit way, way too complicated. This is not rocket science, nigga. Rocket science is rocket science.
Word.
Women are not rocket science.
but like right now, I don't want to chance that. Like I just want to just
the free.
Just keep voting where we're at. Like, but I don't know the right way. And this is how niggas on camera. Cause I'm really talking to you like in real life.
I was talking to you in real life too.
Don't worry about it. I don't know if it was joke, like if it was a joke. Why you be laughing at me?
That was the most feminine.
God.
Golly, bro.
There was nothing masculine about that, bro, because you're not gonna be like you don't do it like the Nelly song, like I'm just kidding like Jason unless you're gonna do it. Like that's not what you do, bro. Like you put in your bid, if she say no, you walk off. He's like playing it, he's double dutching on the pussy, bro. He's like, I'm gonna try. Like, nah, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it right there. He ain't figured out that she ain't trying to give him no pussy. She
Yeah,
keeps saying, I'm looking for a friend and this, that, and right now, and I just want to talk. And she's sitting there talking to him. That's all they doing.
And let me say this too. Masculinity, you know what I mean? Young males are trying to define what masculinity is. Giggling as a man is not masculine. First of all, what the fuck is so funny? You try to go in for the kill. The bra said no. She's stringing you along. What is so funny? He's giggling like a girl. So what I'm saying is, you don't also have to show her that you're disappointed, but you keep it moving. You know what I mean? Yo, you take it too long on that blow. Let me roll it for you. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, let control the frame, B. After you took your shot and she wasn't with it, you should have just revamped the shit and kind of control it from that point on.
Pretty much. A lot of these dudes, man. And I want to say it's because they was raised by single mothers, man. And I find that a lot of these dudes, they act like these females.
Well, yeah. They get that femininity through osmosis. If you're just around a single mom, you know what I mean? That's all you're getting. If you're not getting no real nigga energy around you, you don't know. You know
not only the single mother, but then you send them to school for 12 fucking hours a day, and most of the teachers is women.
Listen.
Yeah.
Nah, no doubt. You know what I mean? Like
getting an overdose of estrogen all damn day.
That's what I'm saying, B. And that shit is sad, bro, because there's a lot of these young boys and shit. Them niggas got girly haircuts, long hair. They wear these loud ass colors, B. I'm like, yo, that's not a good look.
Pants.
You know what I mean? And listen, I'm not saying, yo, you could be secure and shit. I could rock a pink polo and shit, and I'll rock that shit. But what I'm saying is there's too many blurred lines now for younger kids, younger men. And it's like, it's very unfortunate because when we look at this nigga, yo, this nigga come up on the block, B, this nigga get robbed, B. And I don't condone that. I'm just saying, look at this nigga, B. You got a ring on his finger. Nah, my G. Nah.
But I'll say this real quick. If all the loud colors and shit, if he had game like Prince, because Prince used that androgyny to his advantage, because at the end of the day, Prince was running shit. So that could actually strengthen him.
I need to play my classic video of why Prince
he had that game.
Facts.
Play that I never heard.
Classic video, by the way, too. Classic video, by the way, too.
What's up, Nelly?
That androgyny game is strong if you still got that masculine frame underneath.
Fact. Don't get it twisted, nigga. I live in Miami and shit. I got the loud colors too. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, it's all about how you does it. This young man is a generation kid, and there's a lot of blurry lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. Yo, this nigga. Only reason this nigga gets pussy because he's a good looking kid. That's about it.
You said
he hasn't had that much pussy, bro. Because he wouldn't act like that if he did.
Okay.
I know y'all never even heard. I am gonna play it, BC, because I know y'all ain't even. I ain't gonna unpack it. It's gonna unpack itself. It's not long. I'm gonna pull it up.
Getting a lot of pussy is congruent with a certain behavior.
Let's play the rest of it.
You know what's crazy, Trav? Why you looking for that offer? You know what's crazy though? You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right from a masculine's point of view. But what I've seen, a lot of dudes that look like this dude and act like this dude get a lot of pussy too. I guess because it's like one of the girls, like one big slumber party. Because it's crazy, B. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, real talk.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Hey, these chicks out here is single AF. And you know what the AF stand for.
You know what I mean?
And fucking. So
the word. Like it doesn't really matter, bro. Like
a lot of dudes on the low be getting pussy and they don't know that this bitch been stalking you for a week.
Facts.
Yo, that's facts.
All right, hold on real quick. It's like 2 minutes left.
Yo, but listen, on some real shit, salute to her, because at the end of the day, what she did was that she told the truth. Like, there wasn't a stringing of along, there wasn't any of that. It was, this is where you sit in my life, which is completely in my friend zone. There was no smoke and mirrors.
He ain't even in the friend zone. He in the somewhere else zone.
The right words, but I think she did what any person would do who would want to keep in the friend zone. Now it's your decision whether or not you want to stay completely in that friend zone. All right, guys, so that's all I'm going to play of that video, but I wanted to bring this one to you today. I wanted to get your thoughts, your opinions, and I wanted you to hear as I describe the mistakes that he was making as he chose to talk to her in that manner. And I think, like, at the end of the day, you know, these prank videos and prank channels, no telling, maybe she could have known beforehand, and she's a good actor, because I would say that, like, it seems like she was giving an authentic response to what he was saying. But maybe perhaps it is, and we're just seeing like a dramatization. Nevertheless, I still think that this is a teachable moment. This is a key learning moment that I think you can extract a lot of the things that I say on this channel. And there's other things that, you know, gentlemen say on their YouTube channels that you can see compacted into this short clip. As I said in the beginning of this video, I think you can use the things that you saw here as examples of what not to do.
Shout out to MTR for that content right there. And just real quick, shout out to my man for the Cash App, because you just unlocked a super chat. Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat party. Thank you for that super chat, brother.
Word, salute. Thank you.
I mean, you know, Cash Apps unlock the super pack party too.
Word.
In case y'all didn't
That's right.
What's going on, players?
Chilling, man.
I'm just speaking from experience too, because with me, right? I wasn't confident when I first was growing up, and then when I lost weight and stuff, I started getting attention from girls off jump. But certain girls would be like, once they saw my energy wasn't there. And then they would be like, I thought you were a player. You know what I'm saying? Or they'd say like shit like that. And that shit would be like, fuck, bro, because I had the looks, but I didn't have the behavior down. You know what I mean? So then once I realized, oh, what I was doing wrong, then you get a whole different response. Because then off top, they'll say shit like, ooh, you got an energy I like, or something like that. That's better than, oh, you're cute or you're handsome. When they say you got that energy I like, or so your vibe, that's a stronger choose because they're reading your behavior, not just your looks.
Shit, the best choose is when she touch you. There's no mistake. It's no mistake in that.
Yeah.
It's like
you say something, they touch you.
Most choosers, I see that shit and keep it moving. I don't know how she trying to waste my time. Come over here and put your hands on me. You got some action.
Yo, you're absolutely right. Let me piggyback on what Trav said. He's absolutely right. You know what I mean? When the broad is feeling your energy, and it's a deliberate energy. You know what I mean? When you were a good looking kid, you know what I mean, and you lost weight, you decided to get a different perspective on what it was and what it would take to get what you wanted. So that's being assertive. You know what I mean? So now you got the looks and then you got the mindset. Now you being assertive and you picking and choosing who you want to be with. You know what I mean? So definitely females like that shit. And like Top said, you know what I mean? Like when a broad touches you, I mean, she touches your arm, she just keeps touching you, getting all touchy feely, she feeling you. Yo, so real quick, story time. So I was dating, I was fucking with this broad and shit. And again, if you don't know, I'm 46. Go ahead. And it's funny, the broad she used to have a name for me called DGP, for Dirty Grandpa. Because she would touch me and shit, and she would feel my shoulders, my chest and shit. She'd be like, damn, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? She used to make fun of my age, being much older than her, and DGP. So basically, you know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, when you got the vibe, the look, and you got everything in your mindset and shit, you could pretty much control any situation and turn any female that's not interested in you around to make her interested in you if you really want to.
Hey, shit, I'll be doing it. All the motherfuckers how I be on Facebook talking a gang of shit. All kinds of shit about goddamn women. And they be just arguing with me and I'll be laughing at them and making jokes. And I'll be like, well, if you didn't like me, bitch, you wouldn't be here. Who does that?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta call them out.
You know you like me. Holla at me when you get rid of that sucker.
You know what I'm saying? And that's being assertive. That's masculine. You know what I mean? That's not that, because women are not assertive, man. You know what I mean? Again, women feel like they got to pick up the weight, the slack of a man not doing what he's supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So
they passive aggressive.
Facts. Ooh, yes.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I was letting y'all flow. I've been doing all the damn talking. Shit.
Hey, no questions or nothing.
I was gonna say.
Right, my bad, Nelly. Yeah, that's what I was asking. My bad, Nelly.
I was gonna say with the touch too. If you got to be paying attention when you're in the interaction, because the touches can be so subtle that you might miss it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the key points that I missed with the dude in the video. He had no self-awareness of the situation. One, for fact, he didn't even get the chick's full attention. She was sitting there, her full attention was rolling up that blunt. I'm ready to get high. I ain't paying you no mind. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. He didn't even have full control of the situation. He didn't even have her full attention. First thing first, when I came in the car, I would have been, look, I need to talk to you about something. Matter of fact, go ahead, baby. Go put that blunt down for a second. I would have made sure that I had her full divided attention and had her eyes locked on me. Then I would have said what I needed to say. He didn't have no control of the situation because she was not paying him no mind at all. So men got to start paying attention and be aware when they're not only when they're in the situation, but they gotta pay attention and be in the situation instead of just being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Be full control of the situation.
Fact. You know what he could have done too is if he wanted to control the frame even more, he could have just taken the blunt. Since the broad had her eyes fixated on the blunt, I would have taken the blunt, started rolling the blunt, or be like, you don't know what you're doing. Let me redo this shit. So that way now her eyes are on me and the blunt, and now I get to control her like a carrot. You know what I mean?
Shit, it looked to me like in the video. I don't know. The camera might be backwards, but it looked like she was on. If they was in America anyway, it looked like she was on the left side of the vehicle, which would be the driver's side.
Yeah,
I don't even do that. I don't even get. It could be your car, but you not driving me nowhere because you're a girl.
Word. Yeah.
Period.
No doubt.
So all that to say, you know what I'm saying, you guys, when you're dealing with women, man, you got to learn how to. This is being a leader. You got to control all the dynamics.
Facts, my G. Down to every little detail, because that's the way that you secure a favorable outcome for what you're trying to do. When you rely on somebody else, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to war and shit. You ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't on the team. It's just you and the broad. So if you want a favorable outcome, you got to try to control every aspect of the situation, so that way it increases your odds of, having something happen that you all want to happen.
Mm-hmm. Facts. So shout out to King Dre.
King Dre, come up. King Solomon, what's going on? He said I couldn't even watch. Yeah, we back at it, bro.
Wow.
All these joints that like this, I'm just decided that this is for the members and Patreons. And
peace, King.
We can just really keep it raw on these. It ain't got to be like content. We can say whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Too is like when you kind of keep her on the defensive, that kind of like helps you too, because if she's kind of like throwing jabs at you and you have to defend yourself, she's being more dominant. But if you're like with a woman and you're kind of like reading the situation and checking her, like I had a chick like wanted to see me, and I was like, well, if you want to see me, like you got to drive over. I ain't picking you up. Then she comes over. Then it's like she wants to put like she came over in her hands like she gardened, but her nails weren't cleaned. And I was like, you need to clean your nails. What's up with them nails? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't come over here. Well, I don't care if you were gardening. I was over here making some food. I washed my hands, clean that shit up.
See how he was paying attention of the situation, though. See how Trav was paying attention. You gotta pay attention.
I got a little shorty trying to take a whole bath in my motherfucking bathroom. I told that bitch, we don't do that here. Get your funky ass in the shower.
Yo, absolutely. Yo, listen, all you guys are spitting facts, and it's all about, and again, you don't have to feel bad about it. It's how you say it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you definitely have to control that situation.
Yeah, like a girl.
And when you start barking a woman, you start training her and engaging to see how compliant she is. Is she able to follow instructions? You know what I mean? So Trav saying, yo, you got to come over to see me and shit. Yo, what's up with your nails? Clean your nails. Top saying, yo, you got to take a shower. If she does that with no hesitation, embrace that and enjoy that, because you don't know how long that's going to last. But that's the kind of frame you want to be in every time you deal with a woman. You know what I mean? Because then for every 5 things she does for you, you could give her 1. And it's not a strategy. It's just balancing the shit. You know what I mean? Because these girls really need a curriculum and a program so they can really stay in your life the way you need them to stay in your life.
That's another one of the problems a lot of the guys got is that they don't know enough about themselves to even have a program for a chick to follow.
Bung.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, for example, guys don't cook for themselves. They don't know how to cook for themselves. So how they gonna instruct a woman on what to do for them if that's what they want out of her?
Facts, my G. And that's the thing, yo. I'm glad you brought that up, Top. Listen, my nigga, yo. Until you know yourself, you can't expect anything else from somebody. A lot of women don't know themselves, and they have these unrealistic expectations in what they're looking for in a man, and they usually make the wrong choice. Why? Because they don't know what's gonna best suit them. These broads, these thirsty niggas are inundating these broads and not giving them the time to reflect and become better. So you're absolutely right, yo. You take away the strong desire for sex. You can cook, you can balance your checkbook, you don't need nothing from her. What does she have to offer you? And she knows this. So 9 out of 10 weak broads will go to the thirsty nigga, but the real one will want to stay and try to think of a way to show you value. So that's the way you gotta pay attention to.
Exactly. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You want a chick that want to be there, that want to do for you, that wants you to win.
Yeah,
you don't be fucking with these bras. They just extracting resources from you, man.
And that's the shit. And you know what? A lot of these bros, bro, and it's, you know what? Again, it's not their fault, B. Because again, you look at the mothers, their friends, the media, and we keep repeating this shit, but it's true, man. They're so easily influenced. They don't even know what is good anymore. So now they're just continuing their body count. They're just moving up, and it's just gonna be a vicious cycle, bro. So
shit. A lot of us think that a lot of these women turn out the way they are because they don't have fathers in the home, but that shit is not true. They just got a ratchet ass mama who done gamed them up on how to extort money out of men with pussy.
Facts,
because niggas is weak for pussy.
And that's the thing. And you know, yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's what it is. It's the toxicity.
Don't forget the aunties too. Don't forget the aunties.
All the female family members and the friends and shit. Everybody that's trying to empower her. But when you try to empower a woman that way, listen, when a woman is empowered by anyone else besides her man, she's going to be empowered to her detriment. The reason why, because the way that other family members empower a woman is by dethroning the man. But if you a man and you got a good woman and you want to empower her, you empowering her in a way where it's not going to be detrimental to your position in the relationship. You know what I mean?
You see, on some esoteric shit, you know what I'm saying? If these women really understood, you know, that the man is the king and that they the throne, that the man sit upon, then, you know, maybe their outlook would change. But a lot of these women really, you know, they fuck the dudes they fuck with, they don't trust because they don't allow themselves to be led by those guys. So they really just out here wasting their time and these dudes' time.
And that's the shit. And the reason why is because they don't trust their motherfucking self. If you don't trust yourself, you can't trust me. That's the shit. Yo, listen, I be telling bros every time, yo, I could be with you. But
you can't even fuck with me if you don't trust me.
Period. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Word, and that's the shit. And if you can't trust me, that's cool. But at the end of the day, I never trust a broad, and it's so okay. Because I always want to leave that room.
Hey, real quick, I put that link in the chat for you guys about the Prince. I'm gonna let you guys. You click on this.
All right, bet.
Yes, and if you guys want to hear
check that out too.
Hear about how guys really talk to girls, then you can listen to me do it. Talk to random ones, white ones, black ones, Asian ones, and Mexican ones too.
That's
the Anchor podcast.
It's a classic drop right there too, by the way.
I ain't on my podcast, y'all tripping. It's different than YouTube. It's a breakdown. So make sure y'all check that one out. If y'all really want me to play it, I'll play it.
A woman too has to know that you can be into her, and that's fine. You can go ahead, Nelly. My bad.
Go ahead, Nelly.
No, it was Trav. I think it was Trav. Trav was talking.
Oh, okay. A woman, like going back to validation and all that, a woman, you can give a woman validation if it's genuine and all that, but she also has to know that there's certain things that you're not going to tolerate, that you'll walk away and mean it. Because if you're giving the validation to get validation back, that's where the problem is. A woman can sense if you're giving validation to get validation back, which seems weak. But she has to sense, like, you don't want to overdo it, but she has to sense that there's certain things that she can do that she can't come back from. So again, it goes back to, there has to be a sense of defense always with the woman where she's like, oh, I can't do this because if I do this, I won't get away with that.
Oh, yeah. That's fact. I tell them out the gate, you got to work your way to meeting me at 8 o'clock. Be here at 7:59. If you ever flake on me, we'll never speak again.
Yo, check it.
Straight like that.
Now you have to. And you know what, though? A lot of men need to start realizing that, you know what? You know how I validate a broad? By giving her my time. That's validation in itself. Because again, when you respect your time, you respect yourself, that's validation as is. Yo, this nigga made time for me. He looking good. He's doing his own thing. I mean, he scheduled some time out for me. So that's validation in itself. Now, if you want some extra validation, you got to show me some extra shit, because when you come see me, I expect you to look good. I expect you to have your nails to be clean. I expect you to be smelling good. So all that shit is standard. When I want some upgrades and shit, you start doing some other shit, then you get some extra validation. But a man's time is his validation.
And it's always 0-0. That's how I look at it. Like when I'm with the chick, it's like when I see her, it's what happened yesterday don't count. Like it's cool. but it's got to get back to 0-0 because when you let them get too comfortable, they take advantage. You can't let anybody get too comfortable with you. Everybody's on a conditional basis.
That's how you keep them on their toes too.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you that and having a gang of bitches.
Yo, yeah, Top. You gotta have a gang of
friendly competition.
Word, and not only that too. When you got a gang of bitches, they all put you on game too. They all put you on game because each bitch is different. Each bitch is fulfilling a certain need, and each bitch got a different story. You know what I mean? So all those things keep you sharp in a sense where you can assess a bitch faster. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. You got a roster of bitches and shit. You're like, all right.
And here go what motherfuckers missed when I said that. I didn't say I was fucking all of them bitches.
You know what I mean?
Said I got a gang of.
There you go.
Woo! That's what I'm saying, my nigga. Because
and that's the misconception. They be thinking they be thinking you gotta fuck around and mess and hit every bar that you hit. That's not the point of this shit, man. You gotta get to a point where you don't have to do that. That's not necessary, man. You ain't gotta smack down every bar that you interact with.
Yeah, I made some money with her, sound a hell of a lot better than I just got some pussy. Yo, that ain't nothing miraculous because she done that with other motherfuckers before.
That's what I'm saying.
Professor for the super chat. If you want to come up, bro, I'll send you the link, bro.
Peace, Rich.
We already broke down the video.
Shout out to Iceberg with the Coke glasses.
Yeah, man. Yo, but yeah, B, that's definitely it. So a lot of these niggas talk about she for the streets and shit, and that's okay. It's okay, she's for the streets as long as you know what you're doing with it. But you got to take advantage. That pillow talk and shit, her talking in code and shit. There's a lot of things that you can learn from her too, to kind of sharpen your arsenal as far as assessing another broad. You know what I mean? So it's all a real man. Listen, man, a real man knows how to use whatever the cards he's dealt with. He plays them. And if his hand is bad, he plays them fast so he can get another hand. It is what it is.
I mean, all these chicks, man, once they start fucking, they all for the streets.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't say that in a derogatory way, or I don't mean it to be derogatory. It just mean that they out here fucking. You can't stop them.
Nah, you can't.
You know, why you waste a whole bunch of time worrying about the shit?
Right, you got to look at competition.
It's like get in where you fit in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Facts.
Your goal is to leave a big ass trophy in that bitch mind. That's what your goal is. So while she fucking that other nigga, she be thinking about you and all the good shit that you showed her.
Boom, exactly. Putting on game, and that's the shit. Yo, listen, man. Listen, B. Yo, and every nigga's gonna say this. But I truly believe, bro, every bro that I've been with on a serious level, she ain't never met a nigga like me. And the reason why is because I always taught this bitch so much shit just based on how I think. That bar, that mental bar that I set, she'll never meet that. And I'm always going to be that nigga, B. And that's how you have to think. Even if you don't accomplish that as young men or men, period, you have to try to teach a broad something because she don't want. The only thing that you can do unique to the next nigga is teach her something that she don't know.
You know, a lot of dudes is worried about the sexual imprint. You need to be worried about the mental and the emotional imprint because that shit lasts much longer than sex, bro.
Boom.
See, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes be worried about how big they dick is. How big is your mental dick, nigga? Because my shit's so big, I'll bust a bitch pussy out.
Boom. It's like what can you teach? What can you teach a broad besides dicking her down? You know what I'm saying? Because not too many of these bras is learning much from these average dudes out here. So
you could tell. I mean, all you got to do is sit back and observe. These chicks, they don't be listening to these dudes. That's how
not
you
at
can tell
all.
that they don't really fuck with them like that.
Hey, because look, like I'm telling you guys, like even when I show y'all reaction videos, like the one I showed y'all. I mean, I would think that y'all would assume, but just to clarify, I also want to show you how these chicks don't be having no game, bro.
Don't be having no what?
No game, bro. Like, you know, we get
facts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like the, you know, because I was playing the pranks where the girl like, oh, okay, she's dissing them, and then she see you got some stuff, and then she gets back online. That's human nature, but you got to even know how to do that. You can't do it the way they do it and then expect them to look at you any other way. It's like you don't even be smart about it.
I say that all the time.
Right.
My bad. Go ahead now.
I be telling these bras that all the time, especially the ones that I be coming across. They be wanting sugar daddies and all that. I tell these bras straight up, you do not qualify to play those type of games. I tell them straight up. I mean, like, stop lying to yourself. Just look at. I break it down to them in the most simplest form. Look at your approach. Look how you present yourself. You don't even make me want to do that. Not saying that I do that, but even if I would had that type of mindset, you don't even influence me or motivate me to even want to do that. So I tell them straight up, they don't qualify.
They don't know how to unlock the features, bro. I don't want to hear that. Y'all don't be stealing my shit. They don't want to unlock it though.
I say that shit all the time. That chicks don't got no game, man. And I think a lot of motherfuckers be looking at me kind of crazy, but the truth is they don't, because women can't do for men or towards us like we do towards them. In other words, they don't come get us. We go get them.
Right.
She can't. She not finna walk up on you with a sophisticated mouthpiece because she done thought 7 moves ahead of what you are. What you gonna say? Because you always say the same shit like every other nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And let me add this too.
She's not charming.
Not at all. And I'm gonna add this too. Don't think just because y'all listen to a little bit of Little City Girls, a little bit of Cardi B, a little bit of Megan Thee Stallion, I think that y'all got game. Y'all do not have a game by a long shot. Just stop it.
Because the thing is, they don't have enough reps, bro. They're not used to that because they're used to being chased. They're used to dudes
ain't got no finesse.
So they don't. They're not used to having to put
finesse.
in work.
Yeah, women ain't. Oh, my bad.
Example, right? If you go on like Bumble, like that app, the women have to say something to you first.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to say. They just say hi or hey. That's all they say. They don't know what to fucking say or what to
expect the man to carry the conversation when it's designed for the woman to carry the conversation. But continue.
And you know what they do that for? The reason, not only do they not have game, they don't know what to say. They just basically want to try to gather intel on you. They, they try to read in between the lines of the shit that you're saying. So they want to make sure that you try to keep speaking so they can learn more about you. You know what I mean? When you throw it back. When you throw it back on them, that just goes to show you that they don't have no fucking game. You know what I mean?
None at all.
Word. That's what it is. Basically, the bitches don't want to hear you talk unless you're saying some shit like you're going to buy them something, you're going out for food. If the broad is making you talk, she's just trying to figure you out. You know what I mean? So she ain't got no game. Because every game that listen, every broad that the way that I move and shit, my shit that I say, my sayings and shit, I got bitches funny as shit right now to make other niggas laugh because of my game. So that's how you have to really look at it. And bitches know what it is, B. When you really listen, when you see value in the broad, you'll teach her some shit. You know what I mean? But if I don't see no value in you, I'm not teaching you nothing. Because it's gonna go over your head anyway.
I don't even want to waste no time dealing with no chick unless I see she want to listen. That's fine. We can't even move past that. If you don't want to listen, then it ain't shit else to talk about. Because I'm not going to waste my time.
And a good way to find out if a bra is going to listen, if you tell a little bit of piece of information or you give her instruction, see if she follows that instruction. If she don't follow that instruction, then she ain't going to listen. She ain't gonna listen.
Shit. I gave this example the other day. I was fucking with the little shorty, and I just mentioned it because she liked that Arizona tea. So I was like, "Oh, you don't drink green tea?" She was like, "No, I don't like that shit." I was like, "I love green tea." And that motherfucker showed up to the crib. She had one tea for me and one tea for her, and it was a green one.
See, there you go. See,
so you know that's an example of how the shit work out in everyday life.
And that's just something simple. And that's just a simple example Top just laid out. That's just something simple. But that's how it should be. That's how the dynamic should always be, though.
Yes, and I want to say something real quick. Top, and Nelly, you guys hit it on the head. I want to say something, add to that. Don't get overwhelmed or too excited when a bro remembers the kind of tea you like. You know what I'm saying? Or she brings you your favorite potato chips during the honeymoon stage. Because that's part of their strategy. They're trying to single themselves out as a special bro.
Oh yeah. That's fact too.
Yeah, I mean there's value in consistency in the gestures. You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't say that you're feeling sick and she realizes that you're sick and she give you something, she gets a point for that. Not for bringing green tea, bro.
And if you laying it down right, you should always be used to that type of treatment anyway. And like you said, you should show no signs of excitement. You should be laying like, oh, this is regular treatment. I get this type of treatment all the time. This is the type of treatment I should be getting.
This how you got to think of it, fellas. Like the homie Dante Nero say, how many? Think of it like this: you say you got 3 broads, so you got three empty jars on your dresser. How many jelly beans is them bitches putting in the jar based on what they doing? Every time they suck your dick, 10 jelly beans. Every time that bitch goddamn run her mouth, you take away 5. You know what I'm saying? It's the bitches that got the most jelly beans in the jar to the shit overflowing that you fuck with. The rest of them bras are in the later form.
That's what it is. And
put
you know
them
what?
Back at the bench.
Yeah, and you know what's too? Sometimes you gotta let them see the jar.
But the example that I gave is, not intended to have motherfuckers to get ecstatic or excited over it. But my point was to point out that the bitch is listening.
Yes.
Because I didn't tell her to do it. It's kind of like it was a suggestion.
Right.
And she took the initiative.
Right. And it's a visual.
And that's a whole nother side of the game, just giving suggestions to women.
Exactly.
Hey, real quick, there might not be a correlation to this, but I just thought of this. Would you say there's a correlation to cooperation and how good the sex is going to be?
Absolutely, to some degree.
That's why, exactly. Because that's the thing. Certain dudes could get certain girls, but they have to do too much. It's not easy, or it's like they gotta bend and compromise and do hella shit. And it's like, I'm really not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like some women, if you have a program, not all of them are going to be with it. You're going to lose some shit.
That's one of the ways that I do anyway. But that's one of the ways, a simple way, a practical way that a guy can gauge a woman's interest is how much shit you got to do to fuck with this, bro, or for her to be fucking with you. If you got to take her to TGI Fridays when you first meet her instead of meeting this bitch at the coffee shop, then you doing too much.
Facts.
Yo, and you know what? Remember, just like Trav said and shit. Remember, Baby Boy when Jody threw it down and shit, and Taraji made them tacos. You know what I mean? She made them tacos and shit after he threw it down. So that's what it is. You gotta listen, man. You have to identify some of your strengths, right? So if you're not affluent and you're not doing your thing, your credit's bad, you're working on your credit, but your dick game is strong, then you gotta amplify that and capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? When you're more of a well-rounded man, you could kind of balance out what you want to give her because everything that you do give her is on the same level. You know what I mean? Right. So that's what it is.
But fellas also got to be aware too, right? With the correlation with the good sex and the cooperation and all that, you got to be aware that cooperation is only going to last but so long when you're giving them good D, because at the end of the day, they're still women. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care how much good sex you're giving them, they still women at the end of the day. You're going to still have to deal with the fuckery at some point in time after the traumatization or whatever you want to call it is over. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up into the hype of she's cooperating for the moment because I just gave her good D. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back to your senses after that, after a little while. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hey, y'all, real quick.
Oh, go ahead, try.
I just had to say this right now. So I just got called. I applied for this remote position where I'll be making like 6 figures. It's the highest paying job I'd ever have. I had to do a coding test and I had to learn some stuff I've never done before for this test. I just got called right now. I passed with flying colors. So I got an interview tomorrow with them.
That's what's up. Congrats.
It's better than any damn pussy I could get. I am hell excited.
There you go.
See what I'm saying? So I just want guys to know when you are on your purpose and you have shit like that and you got feelings like that, that's better than busting a nut. You're going to be busting more nuts because women can see that and they're going to be drawn to that, bro. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Woo!
Shit. If you know, like I know, when you put it down in the bedroom, you can start denying her the motherfucking dick, and she'll be on that act right more often.
Oh, bruh. My
Facts.
ex-girlfriend, right?
She be on more than act right. She be trying to figure out what the fuck she could do to get some more of that dick. Then you be like, pay me, put it right here in my hand.
My ex-girlfriend, right? I got mad at her when we were together. So I was like gonna break up with her. I was like, man, you know what? She said something. I was like, did you just say that shit? I was like, you know what? We're done. I was like, nah. So she was mad and all. She came back to my our apartment crying, singing "I Apologize" by Anita Baker. And as she was singing it, I was like, fuck your apology, nigga. I didn't want to hear shit. I was like, bruh, nah, because that apology's not going to change the action. I don't want you singing some fucking song. I want you changing the action.
Right.
Yo, I think a good show idea too would be, how do you know when you giving them good sex? Because I think a lot of dudes out here are not aware that they're giving them good sex.
I know.
You'll be surprised at how many dudes are lost and they don't know what they're doing when it comes to putting it down in the bedroom.
I can tell you when you give her some good sex. When that bitch leg shaking, she try to get up and walk it off and damn near break her neck.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Give them the restless leg syndrome.
Yes, exactly. When you the leg shake, the body, you have to watch the body when their pelvis is like contorting a little bit and all that. Or I mean, if you make them squirt, bro, like one of these last chicks I was messing with, I had her fucking go Niagara Falls over my sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I tie bitches up in compromising positions so they can't run away from all this great loving.
Yeah, when you're doing something.
Fuck around, be hog tied and roll off the bed, motherfucker. Fuck around.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm feeling real good.
I change your life.
I'm gonna say how.
Yo, another good one.
Your girlfriend, the simple one.
Go ahead, Alfie.
No, just when they want, what are we and all that? That tell you right there. You ain't not knocking it down, and they still want a commitment, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, go ahead. That's all I was gonna say.
I thought you was about to say some more. What I was gonna say, another good indication, you know what I'm saying, when you put it down is when they just lay there in the bed and they lay there for at least a good 20 minutes, man. Like they don't move, they just lay there and they look at you. They don't want to do shit. They just laying there like they dead and shit. Like that shit is crazy, man.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like for me, like sometimes I ration the dick because I don't want to get bored. You know what I mean? Like, so if you focused and shit, you know what I mean, you grinding, you really grinding, you don't really have time for a rotation, right? Because we all know that's a distraction. And I'm older, guys. I'm 46. But what I'm saying is sometimes, you know what I mean, niggas got to be strategic and shit. You know what I mean? When they on their grind and shit, they want to keep somebody around. So I ration the dick so I don't get bored of the pussy. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of times when you get older, you start to see and I'm sure maybe Afi can attest to this, you start to see sex as a chore. Sex is like a chore sometimes. I mean, it's like a chore, you know what I mean? So
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know that you haven't banged her out in a while and shit. So you're like, damn, I gotta do this shit, but you still grinding, you working out, you studying for coding, whatever, something that's more important at the moment, but you gotta get off your square and kind of do it, fulfill that need. So sometimes, bro, that good D is good. You know what I mean? It's necessary, but as you age and other things start to shift and get more important, you have to try to focus on those things too and let that person you're with see the value in those other things beside the good D.
Man, let me follow up on that. Dog, my ex, right? There was like at a point, because I was with her for more than sex. I don't get with a woman just because the sex is great. There's got to be more to it, because I can get great sex out without a relationship. But my thing is that I was like hella big when I was working with the NFL. Like I was going through all this shit, so sex was the last thing on my fucking mind. And she's just trying to get piped down. So there'd be times where I'm hitting it And then she's like, all right, I busted enough nuts. Right after she say that, I will pull out hella quick and go right back to what I'm doing. It would fuck with her ego. She'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, just pull the dick out right away. Because I'm like, bruh, like, I got shit to do. Like, there's more to life than fucking sex, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck about hitting your shit if I got no money coming in or I might get let go from my job because of some fucking institutionalized racism. Fuck out of here with that shit. Your pussy's not a fucking get out of life free card.
Facts. Hey, yo, check this out. Yo, that's real talk. And check this out too. Sometimes, to piggyback on what Trav said, what I said earlier about being mature, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas claim that they know how to hold their cum and shit. They got stamina, etc. Blah blah blah. Fine. But if you do have stamina and shit, and you know how to control your dick, sometimes you can either come fast or slow. So a lot of times when you in a time crunch and shit, and it becomes a chore, you down to come fast. You know what I'm saying? So but you know, when you're really into it, brother, you want to imprint it, then you take longer. So that's what it is. So sex, yo, listen, it's very important. But I know that when you start making bread, you know, your content's blowing up, you doing your thing, you just feeling good. The sex is that much better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sex ain't as good as you passing this coding challenge right now. I'll tell you that right now.
That's what I'm saying. Trav, even if you had three baddies in the crib right now, that still wouldn't compare to what you're about to endure in 2021 with your new job. So you got to manifest it. So we all know success will breed the pussy. The pussy's gonna be there when you're successful. So if you focus on being successful, the pussy will come. But if you focusing on the pussy, the success will never come.
I'm dead serious. I did this too, and I wasn't even getting pussy like that this time. But when I was like a freshman in college, some of my partners that didn't go to college came up to the school just to get at the chicks and shit, right? So I'm in a room, and there's 4 chicks in the room with me, and I kicked them all out because I was like, hey, I got to study for a test tomorrow. I know y'all are having fun, but I got a test. Y'all got to get out. The way they looked at me like, what? You're kicking me out over a test? I'm like, yeah, get out. That was probably one of the most MOB moments of my life. And they thought I was weird, but they were intrigued by that. Because I was like, you ain't going to help me pass this fucking test.
And that's how you know. And that's how you know. That's how you know that's a broad. That's just a jump off. Because again, if a woman will see that, yeah, her ego will get hurt because a woman's ego is bigger than ours. But she sees the big picture. She sees that you're prioritizing. So a real one will appreciate that. You know what I mean? So
I didn't have games like that back then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no doubt. So I'm saying, I know. That's what I'm saying. Younger women will probably be looking at you like you crazy, and it'll be a blow to their ego. So not only did they want to have sex with you in the first place, now they got to prove a point and coax their ego by making sure they get you. So sometimes when you doing your thing, it's not a strategy. You just doing your thing, and shit works in your favor based on the numbers. You know what I mean? The odds are in favor if you grinding, you working out, you doing your thing, you making your mental right. The odds are in your favor. So it's not a strategy. It's just knowing that you got to do your shit, and everything that you want will come to you.
Yeah, that's why when I be hearing about like niggas having like 9 kids with 8 baby mamas and shit like that, I'm like, is the pussy that serious? It's really not, bro. Like, I don't understand, dog. Like, niggas really be throwing their lives over some fucking box. Like, it's not that fucking serious. Where does this come from where niggas just throw their lives away over a wet gap?
Yeah, I mean, that's just irresponsibility. I know a lot of dudes that try to recreate families. Like, sometimes you'll have like the niggas will have 2 kids. They, you know, the relationship is stained, so he doesn't have a good bond with the kids. So then he tries to get with another brother and recreate that unconditional love that kids usually have.
You went out.
So he went in as a wounded man to go into another broad, probably the side chick's broad's life, and just do that shit. And then that fizzled out. And then now the nigga's like damn near 50, 55. He don't know about the dating game, and he's lost and he's miserable. His kids don't love him. He's got 2 baby moms, and he's just broke. That's how niggas. So whoever we talking to right now, I don't know your core audience. I know me, oldest guys, Trav and Nelly are younger. I know you guys all have your respective audiences, but at the end of the day, man, the bottom line is this: younger men, really focus on what you're doing for yourself, and in the back of your mind, know that when you focus on yourself, later on you will have your choice of the people that you want in your life to create a better life. But if you don't do that and you just get thirsty, you will be stagnant, bro. And you'll be in your 40s and shit trying to look for an outlet to help get your mind off shit. And that shit don't work for you. Trust me.
I got two things. Number one is, as a consequence of being about your shit, the women are going, first of all, women already want you. They already want you for something. Facts. You got to figure that out. But when you on your shit, they going to want you because you ain't paying them no motherfucking attention. They just trust me. They will naturally gravitate to you. Now, not a whole flock of them, but ones who interested in you. And then the second thing I wanted to say is, on the low, it's not something that's often talked about, but a lot of these knucklehead ass motherfuckers that got babies with these women, they really act like women. They be trapping these women off having it with these babies, just like these bras be doing to these dudes. So sometimes when you see these dudes out here and they got 6 or 7 kids by 4 or 5 different fucking women, it's because them niggas ain't worth a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no vision. They ain't trying to really make nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to fuck a bitch life up.
That's what I'm saying, B.
So and she allow it because she goofy.
Facts. And I want to piggyback on what Top said. Yo, that women want you for something. As 5 black men, we at the top. Let's not get it twisted. I don't like to get into that racial shit. You know what I mean? Because my brothers are, I'm mixed all over. Both of my parents are Haitian. But the bottom line is the black man. You know what I mean? The black man who is assertive, who's getting game, who's working on his coding, who's being an entrepreneur, who knows about women, who stands up straight and is proud of himself. We are the most sought after on the fucking planet because everybody, you got K-pop embracing our culture and our dance. You got everybody who's non-black, that the ones that are most popping are emulating the shit that we do. So they don't want you to know that shit. So at the bottom fucking line is, if a black man stood up straight, really listened to game from niggas like you guys and other real ones spitting that shit, we would be a lot better and we would embrace our aura and our power. Again, I don't like getting into that shit, but that's how I truly feel, because we are a fucking threat. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not even talking about violence. I'm just talking about the fact that the way that we move in our culture. Listen, before facial hair was a thing, white people never had beards. You want to know why? Because in the sales game, when you had facial hair, you were perceived to be non-trustworthy. So now everybody, because men have woolly, furry beards, facial hair, now white, Caucasians or other people have embraced that. So they've taken everything from you and putting it on them to make themselves look better. But we're not seeing that. We're too busy looking at them. So men need to look at the mirror and say, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? We've been fooled and shit, and get on your shit. 2021's coming. Embrace that shit. Be a fucking man. Be selective with the content you listening to. Because if I was listening to the same content at 36, at 46, I have not fucking grown. So you need to look at yourself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shitting on nobody, and I respect everybody's hustle. But my audience, niggas that I talk to, 46-year-olds and shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's that's the real shit. Because at the end of the day, eventually all of y'all youngins are gonna get to this age, and where will you be then?
Facts. And it's like when you focus on being more on point and all that, and when we're more better as men, we're gonna make the women more better. You know what I mean? Because everything begins and ends with us. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with everybody was saying, man. You gotta focus on yourself and get better, man. Don't put pussy on a pedestal, man.
That's what I'm saying. Stop looking at everybody besides yourself. And I'm not talking about looking at another black man either. Look at yourself and lead by example. Everybody, we all focus. Niggas are focused on what these other niggas are doing, what these other content creators are doing, what this other nigga's doing with the bitch. It don't matter. If you know that you the original man, you know what I mean? And you know that everyone's trying to be like you, they just don't want you to know that. Yo, you move different, B. You will fucking move very different, and you'll be so confident in your swagger. People are gonna be scared of you. People are also gonna be attracted to you. You have to embrace that shit. Once you do that, bro, there's no stopping you, B. Money, women, health. You could have anything you want as long as you're moving it your way.
And
Man,
it's like
it goes something for you niggas notebooks. As far as these women is concerned, as a man, the only thing they got over you is pussy.
Exactly.
That ain't shit.
Where you can control your desire for that motherfucker, then she ain't got no power over you whatsoever.
Exactly.
So peep game. That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. There is no power in the pussy unless you give it power.
Mm-hmm.
There is no value in a woman unless you give her and deem her what her value is. But in order for you to fucking do that, you have to embrace yourself as a man. You have to also embrace yourself as a black man in America. So that way, again, it's not about the indiscretions, the racism. That shit is not going to change. But if you water and cut your own fucking lawn, you take care of your own house, which is your mental, your shit is going to be the baddest shit on the block. But it all starts with you. I'm tired of seeing these young niggas lost and shit, doing all that silly shit with no results, B. And take it from a 46-year-old man. Listen, again, I said this shit on many occasions. I've lost, I've won, I'm rebuilding. I may lose again. But at the end of the day, if y'all niggas really know what it is, this is not a fucking act, B. I ain't repeating shit that niggas saying shit. I'm taking what they say and I'm putting it out in my way. And that's a man that really looked at himself and embraced it and trying to enhance himself. So young or old, black men especially, stop looking at everybody else and look at yourself, man. Let's fix this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And know to get the right mentors, bruh. And don't be one thing I noticed, I've never really done this, but the new generation, they don't be respecting the OGs enough. And especially if your OGs came from like the civil rights time, Jim Crow time, when it was really tough, bruh, they had to survive. In this day and age, your OGs don't have to survive. It's a lot easier now to live. You could be an old ass YG, but if you came from a certain time period back in the day, you had to survive getting lynched, motherfuckers trying to just not get redlining and all that. So I remember my pops used to say this all the time because I would be young and try to test him a little bit. And I remember he looked at me and he was like, boy, he said, I know because he had gray hair. He said, I know I got snow on the roof, but the fire's still burning inside. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You think I got here 57 years of age just being stupid?
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? You got to listen to your face, bro.
Nah, and you know what's crazy, Trav? Nah, you're absolutely right. And I'll piggyback on that as a 46-year-old and shit. And I keep saying that age because I think it's relevant because I feel like I'm 66. Yeah. But this is what I say on that shit. I realize, especially with my foot in the water with this content creator shit, right? I'm not a content creator and shit, but I'm trying to get into the game. Bottom line is, niggas don't care about your struggle. But you know how I know a lot of content creators say that the women don't care about your struggle. The young people, the people that didn't go through the shit that I went through, don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I mean? So in order for me to teach or enlighten people, I have to lead by what I say and how I say it. And if somebody is intrigued enough to say, hey, AV, how do you do that? Then that story of being lynched or my struggle will be relevant. A lot of niggas want to tell their story up front and try to bait somebody. And that's why for me, I think my story, my personal story will be revealed when the time is right, because at that point I'll be in a pinnacle in my viewpoint, and then people will be more interested in my story. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a movie. The ending starts off first and then it goes backwards. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, B. Niggas don't care about your struggle, but you just got to show them that we can help you prevent a struggle that's inevitable for everybody. And this is what you need to do to see it and prevent it.
Dre, what up?
What's good,
Peace,
fam?
Peace, Dre.
What's happening?
Hey, congrats on the on your opportunity, Trav.
Oh man, thank you, bro. I feel like I bust 1,000 bucks.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it feels good, man, when you get validation from the shit that you love to do. It's better than women's validation.
Nah, yes. Yo, I was about to say that shit, B. There's no better validation than the self-validation you give yourself.
Mm-hmm. No, I had to learn something. Part of this challenge, I had to do this thing called unit testing where you have to test your code. I've never done that before. And the day before the deadline, when I got to it, I thought it was easier than it was. So I had to stay up like hella long. I actually got a little sick because I wasn't getting enough sleep to figure it out. But when they got my test back, they were extremely impressed. They said, this is like the best part of the thing you did. So I was like, oh shit, like I'd never even done it before. But I didn't let it intimidate me. I was just like, man, fuck that. I want this shit. I ain't gonna let that fucking intimidate me. We got the internet now, bruh. It's way easier to get information. Our ancestors used to get killed trying to read books. Now we got all this shit on the internet for free, but niggas don't want to get no game.
But you know what's crazy? I got two things to say on that, Trav. You're absolutely right, but unfortunately, what I find that the internet, although there's a plethora of knowledge and shit, the sourcing and the credibility of that knowledge or whatever they're portraying is not always valid. That's why sometimes in the books and shit, there's a little bit more validity to it because it was prior to this technology and all this goddamn information overflow. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you're absolutely right. There should be no excuses of not knowing something, but I encourage everybody to kind of second guess and double check, trust or verify information and cross to make sure that it's accurate. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this too, and shit. I used to do I had my MCSC. I mean, I was on the IT wave and shit. I did the MCSC, the A+, all that shit, the network engineering, all that shit. Cisco, I did that shit fine. But I was also doing the mortgage shit, and that was during the boom, and I was making more money in the mortgage shit. So I was like, fuck it. And so I was just like, fuck it, let me stick with this. And when the mortgage shit crashed, I tried to dive back into the IT shit, and technology advanced so much.
Yeah.
I was lost. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in the sales game. So the bottom line was self-validation, bro. Yeah, light speed. So I'm lost. I still got the textbooks, whatever. Bottom line is, man, self-validation, there's nothing like it. Don't expect anyone to give you a pat on the back. Pat yourself on the back first. Your energy will be different. You'll walk different, and everyone will be inclined to want to pat you on the back and inquire why you feel so good, and then you can let them in.
Right.
Another thing, Trav, too, to build off of what you was talking about, like people having access to information these days. The thing that I'm learning, man, is that you're gonna always have a multitude of people that where the saying applies: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. A lot of people are still like entitled, and they think that you're supposed to do something for them. They think that you're supposed to give them something. Like anybody that knows, like if like how I'm pretty sure Afi can attest. Like if you have a bunch of guys hitting me up, like I have a bunch of these little kids hitting me up, and they expect me to just like give them something. Like they send me a paragraph, like 2-3 paragraphs worth of shit, and it's stuff that I've clearly talked about before.
When I don't even know them too, bro. At least some of these cats, you know, they liked your photos. You know, they watch your shit. Like, you just found my shit today, and then you want me to be a personal assistant, my nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like. So I always ask them. I don't mind helping nobody, but I always ask them, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Or have you seen the rest of my work? And they say no. And I explain to them, but I use it like as a teachable moment because a lot of them guys don't have stand-up dudes in their life. Like, yo, nobody's gonna give you anything, right? And that's the reason why you're struggling right now with this bitch, because of the way you think. So I try to use it as a teachable moment, but it's like, you expect me to give you something. Like, you can go on, like I clearly say after every video, go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. It's in my bio. The background is my YouTube channel. Like on my videos, the background is my YouTube channel. It clearly says go there, and you won't even do that to feed yourself. You see what I'm saying? You expect me to hold your hand. So when you go there, I always tell them, when you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, watch some videos, then you come back to me.
Yo, that was Dre. That's excellent. You know why? Because a lot of people don't qualify, and what you do is you kind of circle them back and let them know, is this going to be a qualified potential client of mine? So you asking qualifying.
But me, I understand, but I don't look at like my why of doing what I do is not really
right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. Of course, I make money to support myself, but that's not my why. Like, so I'm.
Dre
it's not
really
business.
Let me co-sign, because me and Dre talk behind the scenes. He no cap. He really want to help you guys for real.
Like I literally like stop other things that I'm doing in my life to make money to do this first. Like I respond. Like I'll stop my whole day to respond to people on in my DMs and shit. Like I said, of course I got products to where I make money, or I do consultations and shit like that. But Like my why, I'm not looking at it like it's a client type of thing. You see what I'm saying? Like the validation from people telling me, hey, you saved my life, or like that means more to me. And like I say, I wake up like I didn't start this to do a business. Like I know how to be business oriented. I know how to brand it and all that shit. But if you see my stuff, like I don't really put that much focus on branding and looking good and all that shit, because that's not my why and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So with it's more so of like I understand what it's like to not have. Go ahead.
No, my bad. No, because it keeps going in and out. I didn't know you were talking. My bad, G. Go ahead.
Yeah, the audio's choppy.
Yeah, the audio's
choppy. For real?
Yeah.
Okay, like on the flip side, like I say, like it's not really it's not like it's like why this is my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel you.
Like dating and dealing with women and the dynamics, and that's why I break stuff down the way that I do, because it's always been my life. Now it's just that I'm teaching. And that, but like I said, I see a lot of these guys that come and they don't really know what it's like to be a man and how to think like a man and shit. So, and you can see that that's clearly the reason why they're having a problem. So, hey, you fix this. Go do something for yourself. Change your mentality, and then you wouldn't even have that basic problem that you just wrote me about. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And it'll feel good because you found the knowledge. You did something for yourself.
Absolutely. Nah, you're absolutely right, man. You know what I mean? And you know, blessings to you, bro. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you got something to stand on, you really mean what you say, and you have good intentions behind it. I mean, hopefully the Most High continues to bless you on your journey. At the same time, too, whether they're a client or not a number, it's still about our time. You know what I mean? So, like, again, I salute to you guys because I don't do this yet. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of like when you said, have you looked at my content, you talked about how people just want you to do everything for them. It's very important to make sure that see how much somebody's invested in wanting to correct themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if I give somebody my time, it may not necessarily be about their client or I want to get paid from them per se, but my time is also valuable too, because I know Afi can attest to this. Working in the school system, it's very frustrating to put your heart and soul into somebody for them to just tune you out and not do what they said, especially when they wasted your time. So that could be frustrating as well, I would assume.
That's why.
Yeah, that's very frustrating.
Yeah, that's why me personally, to piggyback off of you, Dre, and Albert Bivens, I'm pretty much not here necessarily to be making no money. I'm here to say what I got to say, and if it help you, that's a good thing. If it don't, you don't waste your time even listening to the shit. But because a lot of guys didn't grow up with no male influence, and they don't know how to think like they should be thinking. You know, they're not really in their logic like they should be. But a lot of these dudes, man, they don't have the basic shit. They don't have the basic just self-confidence and self-belief in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
or the right attitude too.
That too. So, you know, all that to say that that's a big part of the problem with what these dudes got going on with these women, man.
It's hard to establish confidence on the phone. It's hard to establish confidence by way of an avatar, by way of text, because confidence is kind of like iron sharpens iron. Confidence is built through trial and error, right? Living in that moment, physically, spiritually. So for me, it's hard for me to like put a picture on and get confident because I got 50 likes on the picture. Like that shit, because I don't know who liked it. But if I go somewhere and somebody continues to compliment me, then there's a little bit more added to my confidence boost. That's the thing. A lot of these kids and young people in general, man, again, I see a big difference in someone's personality over the phone, on text, on as far as being a content creator. But when you meet them, they're not the same person because they don't know how to act without the phone or screen in front of them. So that's how I really distinguish who's real and who's not. That's a starting point for me. Like if you the same dude or your vibe and shit, it's like you're not really valid in that sense. It takes time, man, and technology has really slowed that down, in my view.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I had to get into this
social skills is what you're referring to, right?
shit late. Right?
You blanked
I was
out.
saying like social. Yeah, the audio keep going out, so forgive me, guys, if I'm over talking. But what you was referring to, people have less social skills. People's
Facts.
social skills is not as strong as they were before all this technology. I remember back in the day, you had to go put in work. You know what I'm saying? As a youngin, you had to go to the mall and go talk to the girls if you wanted a girl. You know what I'm saying? It was none of this hopping in your DM or I'm gonna send her a message. I'm gonna send her a text message. You literally
None of
had to
these
go put in
hundreds
work,
of.
and you didn't have all this.
Hey, I'd be excited about the mall missions.
And you didn't
bro.
have all this.
Remember the mall missions used to be exciting. We went to the
Man,
mall.
shit.
Facts.
That was
Facts.
a spot on the weekend.
We all going.
The mall.
Facts.
Hey, I don't know if we are.
Man.
I don't know if our space is inspiring this, but I'm seeing a lot more kids. A lot of these kids, these younger kids, like they go into the malls and like hollering at chicks like on their YouTube and shit like that.
That's what they
so I don't know.
doing.
I don't know if like not for real, but they they making content out of it and shit like that. I see it a lot on YouTube and even on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Man in Action, he does it on his other channel.
Right.
What's up?
Okay.
Now that's important. So now they trying to use the practical in-field work and using the technology, because the technology is not going anywhere. This is the wave of the future. But I would encourage everyone, if they can be somewhat savvy on technology side, but really rely on the practical in-field experiences, it'll give you a cutting edge, bro. Because a lot of these niggas are talking, the pictures are talking for them, their money's talking for them, what they have is talking for them. They're not really doing a lot of talking, whether it's a nice view, it's a car, it's some silly shit, some food. It don't really, all that shit is talking for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so
you're right. That's why they can't close.
Facts, my G.
Yeah, because you get now you live action in person on a date, and then you fumble the ball. You know how to twerk the social media, which is good. You know how to twerk that. You know how to make yourself look good and all this shit. But now when it's time to actually be in front of a woman and quell that nervousness that you have and actually, stand up to her and, look in her eyes and seduce her and put plant shit in her ear like you don't know how to do shit like that.
That's crazy.
Right. That's what distinguishes us from most of these dudes is we all. I don't know. I want to say the youngest person up here can't be no younger than about 34. I think Trav, you the youngest?
He's 35, right?
35.
Yeah, 35. 35.
So the youngest is 35. So we grew up before social media.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why motherfuckers should be taking our advice, because we was outside. You niggas
Exactly.
is looking at your iPads.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy?
Being outside was our social media.
Facts, yo. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be home by the time the sun went down. Yo, check it. Yo, on some real shit too. Like I see a lot of these niggas and shit that create these stories or these impressions on social media. When you meet them, they try to replicate what they do on social media as a live action cartoon. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas need to chill and calm down, B. Like a lot of these niggas get excited. So they're basically trying to emulate, because everyone has admired their character on social media, but so they try to emulate that in real life. But real ones notice that these niggas are faking it. So at the end of the day, bro, I'm not saying I'm too old to embrace the new shit, because yes, social media has ruined dating. Women are different, no doubt. But for me, I try to incorporate the foundational things that I've learned before social media and integrate it with what's going on right now. That kind of gives me an edge. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if a cyber attack, a lot of these people will be lost.
No, that's
old fundamentals still apply, man. Old fundamentals still apply. Go ahead, Trav.
I always say this, bro. The pre-internet OGs, they have the best game. Like, I don't care what anybody says.
Facts.
Like, I grew up like Afi's generation, the older generation. I grew up idolizing them, and that's why I feel like my generation that was born around my age, the mid-30s, like that grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, we're the last real generation, bro. This new shit is fugazi. And like I really look up to the old school game, bro. I'm like really lucky. born. That's the last golden era to me is the 90s and like some of the early 2000s. After that, things with the shit.
Like sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. Like I felt like I should have been growing up in the 70s because I like watching old school movies like with Richard Pryor. I mean, old school movies with the pimps in it because it's hella game in them shits, man. Y'all don't even realize.
Yeah.
Yo, I love the movies in the 90s, B. Like, and there's an authenticity. Like, you ever notice one of those older movies, the credits are so long in the beginning.
Right.
It's just different things, and it kind of ages me and shit. It makes me sound old, but I've never been more comfortable in my age bracket in 2020 because I see how many people folded. I see how many people are just drowning in cups of water, men, women, just panicking. I'm like, yo, nah, B. This is how you talk. And what's crazy about it is once shit gets back to normal or the new normal, the solid niggas are gonna still fade away because people would rather pay for the lie than get the truth. And that's why the game, there's so much game out there. It's like a book. They used to say about us. You want to hide something, you put it in a book for a black man. The game is there. The game is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to play the game. They don't want to implement the foundations to play the game and enjoy it. They rather enjoy it on some fugazi shit. And this is why it look like, oh, this OG, they hating on the young shit. We're not hating on the young shit because when we were growing up, we were looking up to our older generations. Now, older generations are looking up to younger people, which have less life experiences.
Right.
So, nah, B, it's backwards, bro.
I want to shout out Afi too for putting lace in me by making me realize that the game is everywhere because I didn't have that vision. But when he told me that, I start to pay more attention than just the average surface shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, game is everywhere. It's on TV. It is in the music. It's everything. It might be in something that you're not necessarily interested in, but you can learn from something from it. That's the game in it.
And
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
And that's what and the fact that you embrace that, you, Trav, Dre, the younger guys, and whoever fucks with Afi, that's what's going to give you that cutting edge, and that's what's going to help you guys carry the torch from the older G's that really do this, and you guys carry on that the energy, and that's what it is. That's what sharpens you, being open. So just like an older gentleman like myself, being open to social media game, cold approach game. It would behoove a younger person to also be open to the shit that I'm talking, the shit that Afi's talking.
Exactly, vice versa.
Bro, you know, wrestling learn how to peel chicks. Watch how the chicks talk to the dudes, and not watch how the dudes talk to the chicks. That be real stuff.
Hella stuff.
Hey, but to be honest with you too, this is a cool time because I remember when I was a kid, like 40s and 50-year-olds seemed way older than they do now. To me, I think the 40 and 50-year-olds are flyer than the 20-year-olds.
Listen, my G. Listen. Yo, listen, man. On some G shit, bro, it really is a sweet spot. And I'm going to tell you why. It's a sweet spot because if you were fortunate enough to have, enough sex, right? And you don't have to quantify it. You know what for the most part, it's pretty much all going to be the same. When you get older, you kind of respect the dollar more. And you kind of know that you perhaps are in the fourth quarter of your life and you have to make the most of it. It really is a sweet spot to be in, to not sweat pussy, to know the value of a dollar and know what it takes to get pussy when you want it. So I promise you, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, youngins, you know what I'm saying? But always be open to an OG that really's been there and could save you some time because you don't get the time back.
That's a fact.
Facts.
That's facts. It's they say experience is the best teacher, and I agree with that 100%. And I say that to say, while you'll get experience from sticking your hand on a hot ass stove and getting burnt, you'll be wise to get the experience from a motherfucker who done it before you.
Facts. And that's the shit, B. A lot of young people are not open to being wise because of the caliber of women that they're dealing with, because these women, for the most part, respectfully, are stupid. So they don't see value in wisdom, because when a wise person is talking to a less intelligent person, it either goes over their head or it intimidates them. But when another wise person is talking to another wise person, you feel that energy and you see the value in the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So that comes with age and time. and experience. And the experiences you have to create for yourself and get creative in creating them because of everything that's going on right now. So you really have to learn how to live your life according to what's going on. And remember that you are the prize. Black man, you the prize, bro. Everybody's talking about man is the prize, but niggas don't know why men are the prize. You got to find out that shit too.
Yep.
That's facts.
I mean,
you got so much more knowledge out here. There's the knowing how to take care of yourself. There's more information on how to stay younger and all that. I mean, bruh, if you're taking care of business, getting old should be cool, bruh. Like, people, like, so many of my peers, like, wish they were back in high school and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that, bruh. If you played your 20s right, your 30s is like 20s with money, bruh.
Exactly.
It's like, I love being for it.
Exactly.
listen, let me say this again. Getting old sucks. However, you can really slow it down and really embrace it. You know what I mean? Like, every day above ground is a good day, like they said in that famous movie. But you know what I mean, aging, you start to realize my shit, you know, my joints all fucked up. You know what I mean, I'm not as quick as I used to be, but I learned how to embrace what I can still do. And especially in comparison to most of these niggas, I give a lot of 20-year-olds a run for their money. You know what I mean? Because I understand that I'm aging, so I try to make sure that I try to stay with the times and keep myself healthy mentally, spiritually, and physically. You know what I mean?
Hey, have you heard about TRT Alpha?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm open to it. It's Miami, bro. There's a whole bunch of bootleg shit out there. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that yet. I don't need it yet per se, but definitely I'm open to that shit for sure.
Yeah.
What is TRT?
Testosterone replacement therapy. So basically, let's say your body at your prime produced 1,000 milligrams of testosterone, and you went down to like 500. Well, shit, you go to the doctor and they inject the other 500. So then you're older, but you still got the young man testosterone.
Fact. Exactly.
Yeah, I just keep my cholesterol level up because a lot of people don't know you need cholesterol to even produce testosterone. Yes. So make sure you niggas eat plenty of eggs every day.
I never even heard that. You just dropped some good game right there.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, that's a scientific fact. You could look that up on YouTube.
Yeah,
that is he right about that cholesterol.
Yeah, and hit the gym, y'all. Here's the thing too.
Get that blood flowing.
On the gym, but you don't have to go hella heavy. That's what people get wrong. You don't got to be hitting like 420 on bench and doing all that, bruh. High reps, hypertrophy. Just get in there. Like, the most I bench on right now is 25 reps of like 115, 125. But I look fucking yoked as fuck because it's just hypertrophy is blowing up that balloon. That's all it is. I'm telling you, that is
absolutely. Yeah, like for
man, hitting weights and staying in shape, that's just as important as having your job.
You know what else?
I don't even lift weights. My bad, Dre. I don't mean to jump over you like that, but yeah, I don't even lift weights. All I do is calisthenics and swim. If you can't even pull your own body weight up doing pull-ups, you shouldn't even be lifting no weights. Really, to be perfectly honest with you.
Another thing that increased testosterone too, which a lot of these little wimps don't realize, is that talking to pretty women increases your testosterone. That's a scientific fact. When you're talking to a pretty woman, your body, it's crazy how our bodies react to the opposite sex. What's that?
You are acting on your primal instinctive nature. You know what I mean? You see something attractive that you like, you deem as attractive, you go after. That's a masculine quality. Like T.o.p and Trav was saying, working out is very important. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta, like, I can't lift as much as I used to because of my joints. You know what I mean? I take supplements and glucosamine and all that shit, but it's all about just being functional. Being able to pick a broad up, having some stamina, keeping your cardiovascular, just being relatively strong. I mean, you ain't got to be ripped. I mean, like I said, if you could be ripped like Trav, that's awesome. I've been there. But now, you know what I mean, it's harder for me, and I don't really have the time, so I just try to be functional and try to maintain my shit. But at the end of the day, testosterone is very important. That all is under the umbrella of being a man, bro. Being a man is just really kind of just going back to the old ways of masculinity and customize for yourself. That's the only way you're gonna stand apart, man. And men have to know it's not gonna be well received by your family, your friends, society, but you're not alone. And there are women that are quietly appreciating real men. They just don't want to fall or hear the backlash they're gonna get from all their feminist friends.
That's facts. I can tell you, man. I like I said, all I do is calisthenics and swim. And back in 2010, when I came back off the West Coast, and moved back to the East Coast, I came back to the East Coast weighing 265 motherfucking pounds, and I'm down to 180. Just doing pull-ups, push-ups, and swimming.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's the basics.
For all you flabby niggas, there ain't no goddamn excuse. You don't need no gym to do push-ups, nigga.
Calisthenics. There you go.
Body squats, burpees, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like you do a lot of squats, you do burpees. You even just at home, man. You know what I mean that stimulates your lower half, helps you generate more testosterone. You know, deadlifts and shit. I kind of tweak my back doing deadlifts and shit. I don't do nothing crazy because there's no need. I just do high reps. But for me, I try to do things that will encourage and help stimulate my testosterone because I know I've embraced the fact that I'm getting older. It's inevitable. I'm not necessarily trying to compete with young niggas and shit. But what I'm saying is I want to try to make sure that I maintain my masculinity and mental frame and just know what I need to do to just keep my frame together. You know what I mean?
And it's just my personal advice. I ain't no personal trainer or nothing, or no doctor, but part of the reason why I got away from lifting the weights is because I knew once I got older, I was going to start feeling it in my joints.
Facts.
I done broke bones before.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm not learning on my own.
Yeah, take into consideration when you guys go hit them weights that them weights is rubbing on working against your joints. And take into consideration, you may be feeling good now at 35, but 35 and 45, a decade is a big fucking difference, bro.
Hell yeah. I got tendonitis in my knee from squatting heavy. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you younger, it's good, but yeah, it definitely takes its toll. So it's all about balancing and entering.
When I was younger, I could die, nigga, and get up and walk that shit off.
Fact.
Now you fuck around and stretch wrong and have a Charlie horse for a month.
So we laughing at this shit, but this shit is real.
I'm telling you, that shit, y'all niggas laughing. That shit is real. You go fuck around and stretch and be like, nigga, did I just pitch a nerve?
Yo,
I ain't even do shit.
Yo, peep game.
Come on, God. Why you playing me like this?
On some real funny. I had a broad. Yo, check this out. I had a broad riding me during
You went out.
Charlie horse, B. How does that happen?
You went out. I want to hear about the way she was riding you and what?
And I caught a cramp. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. When you get older, shit starts happening and shit. So try to make sure you stay in shape. How you catch a cramp laying down? We laughed at it.
Make sure you drink plenty of water too.
Water, man.
That's what when you get the muscle spasms and them goddamn cramps and shit in your feet that come from not drinking enough water. So drink plenty of water, nigga. Stop drinking all this Kool-Aid and beer and all that shit.
Soda and all that. Yup. That water is gonna keep you young, man. I drink nothing but water, man.
That's the shit. Bitches be mad at me. It's be like, what you got to drink? I got water and wine, bitch. You can call me.
Yeah, you got the biblical Jesus drink. Shit.
Water and wine. You can't go wrong. Because when you drink this water, it's going to quench your thirst. You drink this wine, you go have my dick in your mouth. That's what it is.
Not even gonna say something clever. He just said.
So I be having the quotables, man. I swear, yo. Oh man.
Yeah, man. It's gotta have a way with words too, man.
Absolutely.
Gotta have a way with words. Gotta stay one step ahead of them, man.
Exactly.
Stay like 5 at least.
Word.
I'm y'all. I'm tired, but I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm coming down there doing all the study and stuff.
All right, Trav. We gonna call you the motherfucking accountant, nigga. Call you small interest loans, nigga. Trav is now the Fed, nigga. We call you the Fed, nigga.
Let's end it with a question in the chat. Somebody put a good question in the chat, and then we'll all answer it and wrap it up. Right. Somebody come with some heat.
Oh man.
I want to say while they're doing that, I want to piggyback on what Top said. Top said you got to have a way with words, and we're not talking about repeating the shit that you hear from other content creators. You know what I mean? All that vocabulary and glossary shit. Have a way with words, because when you start saying shit that a content creator says to a woman, she's not gonna know what you're talking about. You're gonna sound smart, but real ones know that you ain't smart. So at the end of the day, try to get, if you need some game with that, get a consultation from one of these smooth talking niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean, if you really want to go there, but just try to be authentic, not use any words that you don't understand that sound weird, and you'll have a better way with words than repeating a nigga that says some crazy shit.
And then real talk, shout out to Blue Sleeper for the super chat. He said, Trav, you need to try some low reps workouts for a month or so. You'll probably get some new gains. I'll switch back and forth between them. And side note, dude, look, just look at this, bro. No cap. You can tell I'm a smooth cat by my pictures, bro, and you can't even hardly see me. Look at his background. Look at this guy with this Gucci in London right here with the Benz like that. Then over here on the left in Rome and shit like that, you can just see it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like a smooth cat right there. You can't buy that. Nobody taught me how to do that.
And that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't know what they see.
Look above. Look at this no cap. Look at the expression on my face right here on this camera. You see? And that means life is good. That's what that means. Right above Apple Villain's head. That look expression right there. You start you feel like that and you talk to women, you get a different response.
Exactly.
That's the whole.
And that's why you're not impressed by all that ratchet shit. I know you talk about it a lot about these broads, that you don't like all that loud shit, that ghetto shit. That's because you cultured. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this background is a map, just a starting point of where you want to see. You got a lot more of the world to see, but you're cultured. You know what I'm saying?
And I got a different pair of glasses on each time.
You know what I mean?
Ray-Ban, Gucci, Prada right there. G&G right there.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's why, like, when a nigga, that's why it's kind of like when you gotta ask the price and shit, or you see, you gotta know what name brand that is and shit. A lot of the most exclusive shit don't even have labels, but knows, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. A lot of the time, that's the shit. But listen, man, the game that y'all niggas spit is so valuable, but it's unfortunate that it's being appraised by people who have no value, like women. Women can't appraise value because they're not valuable themselves. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day and shit, a real one that is intrigued, that really understands what you're saying, has more value than a woman that listens to WAP and is on TikTok and Snapchat and shit, because she's just another fucking puppet.
Facts.
A broad can't tell whether it's from Ross or TJ Maxx and it's from Neiman Marcus, B. But a real one can. That's the shit. So the game, you know what? A lot of people are not listening to the OGs and shit because the game is too advanced. But this game that we spit into younger niggas will work with older women because they're more seasoned. That's the shit, B. I mean, that's how I see it. Oh, no.
These dudes ain't ready for no older bras, man. They don't even know what to do with these little young girls. They still trying to figure out how to get a phone number, bro.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, they don't want to listen to the real shit. They be listening to the fake shit.
That's facts.
Real talk.
Y'all don't got no questions in the chat? I was about to show y'all. I was about to preview y'all. I was going to show y'all my book, my new book cover. Y'all ain't even got the question. I ain't going to show y'all. I was going to premiere right now.
Afi setting the tone for 2021, man.
Let's go.
Y'all let me know if y'all want to see.
Let's go. 2020. Shit.
It's saucy too, bro. It's inspiring just looking at it.
Let's see it, man. Come on, man. It's going on Patreon anyway, so I mean,
I want to see what kind of question they're gonna ask though. I want to, you know, we got 5 cats with game and shit. We could really tear some shit in real fast.
I know somebody got a question, man. Come on, man.
all right, that's a shot.
Let me go to the YouTube version because the StreamYard one do be
Delayed.
Go to the YouTube. Come on, man. Oh man, come on, man. Oh man. I'm smart enough to take advice from
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I was eating, so that's why I wasn't talking. But I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
All right, we ended it with
y'all
Dre.
think-
Y'all fucked up. We gonna end it with Dre's comment. Now watch him say something.
Do you guys think that masculinity will ever balance itself out to the way it used to be, or do you think it's too far gone as far as the way feminism has permeated society? Do you ever think it'll be back balanced, and why?
Nope, because these cats be acting like they masculine and then they really don't. And then, so first off, we got cats who's feminine who not masculine. Then we got cats who's just feminine, and then we got cats who act like they masculine and then they really feminine. Because I'm telling you, you follow these cats on Instagram and they be looking all fly and fresh. They don't be flying fresh with these questions behind the scenes, bro. And the shit they be telling me they be going through and putting up with. So it's guys that openly do it and guys that privately do it, and then guys who do it and think that they ain't doing nothing wrong by doing it because they on their purpose and they got their shit together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, understand that guys be feeling like if they got their shit together, that clears them for simping.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's very unfortunate, but and really, to be frankly honest, the only way that feminism can operate is if you got men backing it, because we build these societies. The women only carry the culture, and they really only carry the culture based on what we tell them. So as long as you got punk ass motherfuckers backing this feminist bullshit, then I don't really see it changing. In fact, it's probably going. If it do get better, it's gonna have to get worse first to really wake motherfuckers up. Because motherfuckers is woke a little bit, but not really. Because when I sit back and I look at this whole red pill manosphere shit, I see a lot of dudes. They came to this sector or this space because they was having problems with women, and they really literally only one blowjob away from going right back and dealing with the same fuckery. I mean, Afi basically just pointed that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as that's the case, as long as motherfuckers can't control their dick, you know, they think with the little head and not the big head, then I don't have too much hope for these motherfuckers. I'm gonna help the motherfuckers that wanna be helping. That's niggas who go come and actually seek advice.
Fact.
And, you know, in most cases anyway.
You
because some niggas come ask you questions.
Right. Let me give my take on that. You good. I don't think masculinity will ever get back to the true essence of masculinity. I think it's too far gone. I think the only power that we have as are in our individual individual actions and the way that we carry ourselves. We have to band together as men who truly embrace this lifestyle, because odds are against us. So in the manosphere and shit, there's a lot of beef and shit. There's a lot of shit. I mean, it doesn't really matter, bro. We'll always be outnumbered, and we'll never be able to flourish and be fully accepted because we are a threat. So at the end of the day, man, I think masculinity will never be back to where it needs to be because the world is too weak to handle masculinity. So it's up to us as men to really continue to educate each other, to support each other, so we can at least keep ourselves together, because we're outnumbered, man, and we're going to need all the support that we can get. So that's whether it's an accolade, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a consultation. We have to continue to fund ourselves with each other so we can keep this shit going, because men will need this one day, but by the time they need it, they'll probably won't embrace it until we're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody answer?
I think Nelly.
Nelly, no.
I agree. There's nothing left to say. I agree with everybody said, man. It's too far gone, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
I'm
best.
gonna save this shit.
Captain Saver, bro.
Nah, but man, I think my bad, Nelly. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Nah, go ahead. I was gonna say that's gonna be one hell of a task, man. But go ahead.
Nah, but it's like me personally, and I'm gonna tell you the thing that women have that we don't have. Like women for the most part don't have this tribalism thing or individualism. Like women are so dedicated to womanhood, and this is from feminism, y'all, that a woman will blue pill her son knowing better to protect the advantages women have. So a woman with her own kids, right? Her own fucking children. This is why they tell a woman will know. A woman can not be shit. Than all type of whatever, and know what's going on and know how women operate. But would tell her son, you make sure you treat women special. You make sure you treat women special. You make sure you knowing that that's not the case, but they would rather do that to protect the advantages of that women have, right? And I think that men don't have that, and women also stick together. You would see, like, if I made a post, right? If I made a post that said whatever, and women disagreed with it, you would see 1 million women on this post. But I know a female that says the same shit that I'm saying in reverse, that's teaching you how to be manipulative, whatever. You don't see one woman, not fucking one woman, regardless of if they disagree or not, on her post or any of these females posts saying, hey, you wrong about that. If they do, they'll message them. You don't see females disagreeing. I'm watching this shit on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok about these women dating coaches, especially women who teach other women how to manipulate, like straight up manipulation. You don't see them. You don't see one comment from women, even though you know it's wrong, saying, hey, this is wrong.
It's like they all in code. It's like they all in code.
They all on code, and we
all on code.
They all on a code, and that's the thing that we don't have. They'll get out and they'll march for whatever they rights. We know good and goddamn well. Now, I'm not gonna say the marriage laws and shit like that, because certain marriage laws and like, I agree, like, you have to do what's best in the best interest for the child. And if you have a woman who hasn't worked in a house for 30 fucking years and you leave her with the kids, like, how is she going to survive? Like, I understand I understand that part of the game, but there are certain things that's going on in our society, like paternity fraud, for instance. Like, how the fuck is that even still, like, how? And we all know it's wrong. Like, we all know that it's shit. If that was on the flip side, these hoes would be marching in the streets like fucking crazy.
That's right.
And tearing shit up to get it. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't think that it's too far gone in a sense of where it's too far gone. I just think men ain't on code. Like, we don't look out for each other. Like,
that's a big fact. And let me say this. Let me piggyback on what you said. You said that a mother will blue pill her son to protect the legacy of all women. But you also, I also want to add on to that, a mother will deliberately blue pill her son to keep his perception of her intact.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
She'll lie.
Yeah, she'll lie to the son and shit to make sure that he continues to view her as a certain way. This is why women don't want niggas to be red pilled, because we truly expose what the DNA and the wiring is of the woman. And that is once you figure that out and you really embrace it, bro, it really causes a disruption in their movement. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's where our power lies, bro. Listen, I think we've already established that the power lies in the woman's pussy if you give it power. But men need to start understanding what their power is too, is understanding what the fuck is going on and move accordingly. That in itself is power in itself, bro. Knowledge is power. These niggas are just filling their mind up with useless knowledge that has nothing to do with manhood.
Yeah, I've been saying that for quite some time, man. But in another way. And the way I put it is that a lot of these dudes, the source of their problem with women started with their mama. And basically what Dre just laid out is justification for my statement. Because your mama blue pilled you to start with, knowing better, knowing she was feeding you to these goddamn hyenas.
Facts.
And that's no disrespect to your moms. You know, you just have to understand that your moms, even though she your mom, she's still a woman.
Big fact.
And she got women's interests at heart before men's. Even though you her son. So your problems with bitches started with the first one you loved, your mama. No cap.
Hey, let's say our last words, man. Let's start with Alpha. We just go down. Let's start with Alpha Villains. We'll just go down the line.
Yo, shout out to everybody on the panel, man. This was impromptu. Shout out to Afi. Thank you for having me on once again, my G. I mean, salute to everybody, man. I want everybody to continue their success in the mission. I support all of y'all. You fuck with Afi. Afi fuck with you. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I really see a shift in the quote unquote manosphere. I see it because again, I'm not in the trenches. I'm a more of an audience member, and I want y'all niggas to continue doing what y'all doing, man, because niggas are listening. Because again, a lot of my niggas ain't on this red pill shit, but they understand it. And they seeing through all the shiny accessories, and they really looking at the message. So keep grinding.
Hey, V, you need to put one of your saucy pics as your avatar, bro. You be having all those saucy pics.
Word. Yeah, you know, technology, I got to read the instructions. I'm going to do that, though. Word.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit them 3 dots, bro. You got all the little straight boom booms.
I bet. Word. I bet.
You need at least a one, a character A and a character B, at least.
Bet.
Go ahead, T.o.p.
Shit, I'm good. I spoke my piece.
Subscribe to him. You got a YouTube channel and an Instagram.
Oh shit, yeah, damn. I'm
the anchor
part. Yeah, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called the Top Cast. Got some fly shit going on over there. Catch season 1 of the Top Cast on Anchor Podcast or your favorite podcast outlet. Come follow me on Instagram at the_T.O.P_cast.
Word.
Hey, real quick, I want to say something real fast. And this is, and y'all can touch on this too. It's kind of weird to me, like how, okay, like say for instance, if Ron Wills don't go live, say Ron Wills went live, and he had me on there as a guest, and that video did, let's say it did 5K, and everybody's feeling it. How come you don't never? It's like people will listen to you on the panel for 3-4. It's like I know it's somebody in this chat that's not subscribed or following all of you guys, even though they like everything. Yeah, it was fire. That was good stuff. And then like y'all don't want to hear more good stuff from them. Like I don't ever. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me tell you. Let me answer that. Let me answer that, B. There's 2 reasons for that. And they're both silly. The first reason why niggas ain't doing that is probably for loyalty purposes to the other content creator that they're more loyal to, that maybe saved their life before you did. That's number 1. And number 2, they not following you because they hating on you. Yeah, we talked about this, B. And I can say this shit. Listen to me, my G. Again, I'm very fortunate. Let me recap this shit real quick. I know the clock's running. I'm very fortunate. I came into this space. I stumbled on this space, and I got like 43 videos of shows that I've been on without an original content created yet. Now, I did a unique thing and shit, and a lot of people see that, and my name is ringing bells, not because I'm saying anything special, but because my grind is there, and I'm associated with some heavy hitters. The bottom line is, bro, a lot of these niggas feed. Want you to know it yet. So it's easier for you to get an accolade from somebody that's higher up in the sphere as more validation. But I'm telling you right now, my G, a nigga that don't even have one of his original content created things yet, you killing a lot of these niggas, B. And that's why, that's on some G shit, nigga. Even me, even in my little verses and shit, I'm like a rapper that just does verses and cameos. even my shit collectively, nigga, I'm shitting on a lot of these niggas, B. So on some G shit. So at the end of the day, B, just this is why niggas are loyal to some other content creators and shit, and they hating on you. So just keep grinding, because my goal.
I mean, you got bars. See, that's a whole different level too.
You know what I'm saying? And my goal for me, I'm bringing people that don't know about this shit to us. I told you that shit. You know what I mean? And niggas that don't know about this Red Pill shit, that's why I'm doing other platforms to kind of segue the two. And that's where we gonna really hit the masses, bro. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of niggas do be hating, yo.
Facts, nigga.
I remember King Jordan. That shit pissed me off because you know he got like 10,000 followers on Instagram, and then he started his channel. He got fire songs and everything. I always play his shit. And then I'm like, damn, bro. It's like you got 500 likes on it, but how come you only got 30 new subscribers? People just like it. Like, no, you told them, you gave them a call to action. Hey, y'all, I just started a channel. The link in the bio. You get 500 likes, but then you go to your channel and it's still like 30. So y'all not liking it. Like, what the fuck?
You know, I'm gonna be honest though, man, and this is like, you know, yeah, you have niggas be hating, but the reality is that people are lazy. And I learned this when I first started. I had a hair business in about 2013 or 14, and I had a guy that was kind of like a business consultant or a mentor about like online businesses and shit like that. And he made me realize how lazy people were. So if you have too many barriers to what you're trying to do, then a motherfucker just click off. And then I had to realize that I'm like that too. Like, let's say if I'm on Instagram, right? If I'm on Instagram and I'm spending my time on Instagram and I see something and you say, hey, go check out this. If it takes too much to go do that, then I'll just not do it. That's why it's imperative that you have whatever you have to get people there quick. And technology has a lot to do with that, because we're in a microwave era and our brains are conditioned to be like ADHD and lazy. So we tend to not want to, if the internet is too slow. You ever know how, like, if your internet slow down or shit and it's not like a video is not loading fast enough, you get irritated and shit, like,
hell yeah.
Or if it start buffering and shit. But this is how.
That's why I'm here now.
Right. Like, just like let's say you watching YouTube and your internet cut off for like 2 seconds and it starts buffering. Like, how annoying that is. Like, it's like that too when you have to go through too many hoops to get somewhere. So it's best to keep people, whatever you have to offer, it's best to not have too many barriers to get there. And the thing with Instagram, especially Instagram, it's harder for people to subscribe to your shit, because if you put the link in, right? If you put the link in Instagram and you click that link, instead of going to YouTube, it opens up in Instagram's own browser. It don't even open up in a Chrome browser. So it opens up in Instagram's browser. And then now you have to sign in, right? You have to sign in and then find the channel and then subscribe, right? If that's too much for most people. Most people be like, man, fuck that shit. And then they keep scrolling. And by the time that in 2-3 more seconds, they done saw something they like and they done forgot about your ass. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta adapt to, you know what I'm saying? You have to adapt to like what's going on and the way that people function. Like, I try to, like, on my Snapchat, not my Snaps, but on my TikToks and shit, like, I try to get people to one place. You see what I'm saying? And whatever's the easiest place. And the easiest place for me is my YouTube. I don't tell people to go follow my Instagram. Fuck Instagram, right? It's too hard it's too much bullshit to do that. It's too many steps. So the easiest thing for me is to, hey, go subscribe to my YouTube. You know what? You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna take them anywhere.
Dre hit it on the nail. Niggas are lazy, but you know the anomaly with Afi's situation, and he and I talked about this behind the scenes. He'll have a large amount of views, but a very minuscule amount of likes. So in theory, even though you're saying people are lazy, but you're telling me that you got the views, they just can't go take an extra second step to like or subscribe the video. That's the crazy part about this.
Niggas is that lazy, bro, because I'm like that too.
I be telling Afi, man, a lot of his shit be going over people's heads, man. I be telling Afi a lot of his material be going over people's heads.
Now Nelly was saying that
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna get. You say what?
I said you are definitely accountable for your actions.
Oh, I ain't gonna front, bro. Listen, like the dude Kevin Samuels, right? I never really listened to him, but I've been seeing him lately, and I like that shit. I haven't subscribed to him yet. I'm not I'm not hating, or I don't hate him. I just, if I'm listening to him, I'm not by my phone. It's in my headphones, or I'm driving, or I'm watching it on the TV when I'm laying down. So I can't really subscribe from there. You see what I'm saying?
The algorithm, as far
there
as
hasn't been an opportunity. Yeah,
he's right on my timeline. So
there hasn't been an opportunity. Yeah, I just clicked, right? It's on my timeline, and there hasn't been an opportunity to where like he caught me, and then it was easy for me to hit the subscribe button. Like our brain tricks us the way that technology and shit is going, and the way social media engineers us, because this is what's happening to us. It tricks us into believing that little steps like that is too much work. So we just don't do it. And that's a sad reality. And unfortunately, I'm like that too. And I had to notice that about myself. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like it's not like I'm hating on a motherfucker, or you know what I'm saying? Like people will be like, oh, why y'all ain't like the video? Why y'all ain't like my video and shit? Because I used to do that too when I used to live stream. But then I started realizing, hey, when I watch niggas live streams and be in the bed and shit late at night, I be on the TV and I can't like it. I'm not finna go get up, get my phone off the charger, unlock my phone, go in there and hit the like button. Like, I know that's what you should do, especially if you fuck with somebody. But when you laying down and chilling, you laying down and chilling. That's the way your brain. That sounds bad, but that just is what it is. You see what I'm saying?
That's a very big fact, bro. I never thought about it that way. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this is good for me to know. I mean, coming into the game and shit.
So don't have too many barriers to entry. If you have a product or you want somebody to go, figure out how many steps it takes them to get there, and make those steps at least as possible. I learned that when I started my business back in the day.
Facts. That's good shit.
I think for me, it's just because I be looking for new information and shit. So
right.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! I want it's nigga something. Grow something. Get money. Oh shit! Where is that?
Now we're not gonna deny that you do have haters, and a lot of the times those haters be like niggas that create content or want to create content. So you do have haters. I ain't gonna lie. Like
no facts.
But you know, and then there's a thing of you know, some people just don't fuck with your content. They like that you was on the man shit, and they just like, okay, well, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't really, I don't know, maybe this nigga too fly for me. But it's not necessarily that a person is like hating or don't fuck with you. They just like, because it's certain people in the manosphere. It's not that I don't like them or I hate on them and shit. It's just their content is not for me. The way they deliver things, it's not for me. Like, you see what I'm saying? I would, if they reached out to me, I would collab with them. I would support them and shit. But I'm not going out of my way. When I got all this other shit, I can listen to Afi, Lucario. I only have 24 hours in a day. I got my shit going on. I got kids.
Nah, Dre, you spitting mad facts.
All this shit going on. Like I don't have time to. You see what I'm saying? So we got to understand that too, because that used to discourage me when I first started. Like, but then I had to realize, shit, I don't fuck with everybody's shit either. You know what I'm saying?
And you can't take it personal and shit. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. For me, that's why coming into this shit, this has all been real lessons for me, man. For me, I'm not trying to go after anyone's audience. I'm trying to go after my own audience. You know what I mean? And whoever fucking with me. I don't agree with a lot of niggas, and I ain't got no beef with niggas and shit. I know I got haters, but I don't really care because I've always had haters. But at the end of the day, man, I tell you, as an older gentleman that's trying to stay relevant and really understands the landscape of this masculinity shit, you guys are really spitting the real shit, and I can still see success coming from spitting the real shit. It's just not gonna take it's not gonna be quick, but just keep grinding. That's what I say. Real talk.
To be honest, I'm hella curious to see how your content gonna be. I want how you gonna do it. You gonna be in the office? You gonna walk around?
I'm gonna do everything. Like I said, we talked about it last time. I'm gonna do everything and shit. But like for me, I don't know, yo, it's crazy. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you something else too. Like this manosphere shit, I really not want to single myself out, but I kind of don't know what I want to talk about that hasn't been already been spoken about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I guess it's like a writer's block or a content creator block, because everything that you guys have talked about, I can regurgitate and say it in my way, but how much value are they getting from me saying what Afi said 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? So
let me put you on, fam. Let me put you on.
Because I'm about to say I'm gonna unblock you too after him. Go ahead, Dre.
let me put you on, fam. Do what you most passionate about. And that energy that you put in it is going to even, I don't give a fuck how many people said it, it's gonna seem original when it got your passion on it. So whatever in this space that you're most passionate about, or like me, like I know how to tell you how to get a bitch, fuck a bitch, do all type of shit, but I'm most passionate about the inner dynamics between male and female situations, relationships, and more so how you deal with women. I'm more passionate about that. So when I talk about that type of shit, Afi done said the same shit before. Lucario done said the same shit before. AMS done said the same shit before. Steph done said the same shit before. But you'll have niggas that say, yo, you the fucking king of this shit right here. You see what I'm saying? And we all saying the same thing. It's just that this particular thing, I'm more passionate about it. So if you're struggling trying to figure out where to take it from, I would suggest that you start in a space or to whatever bothers you the most. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever makes you mad the most, talk about that. And regardless of who said it, it's gonna be original because it got your stamp on it.
I appreciate that. Nah, no doubt. That's the direction I'm gonna take and shit. You know what I mean? Because I have a couple things I want to talk about, and based on everyone's kind of getting the feel for me. You know, I've been pretty consistent in terms of my delivery, my energy, my mannerisms and shit. This is how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of bells and whistles to my shit, but I have a lot of things I want to say off the cuff. You know what I mean? So definitely, yeah. Speaking from the heart, speaking from passion, it'll always come out original. So I appreciate that, Dre.
This all you gotta do. What's up, Freelance Rolling, bro? This all you gotta do, bro. You just tell your story, bro, and then what happens is this: so you get your story together, whatever part of your story you want to tell. Once you tell this story, right, the people that it resonate with, they feedback and tell what they want from you.
Word.
That's all you gotta do.
No doubt.
Were you touching them at? You feel me? Oh, this touched me. Your vibe touched me. Yo, boom. So okay, then you just give them more of it.
Word.
Yeah, the people gonna let you know.
You got to put it out there because you can't figure out what they want until you give them some shit.
Right. Right. I started off doing all type of shit. Oh, well, how to do this, how to do that. But I started to I started to notice that I was more passionate, and certain videos got more views because I was more passionate when I was doing the shit. On certain topics. Like I'm really passionate about like a bitch doing a man dirty and the man is hurt about that shit bugs me out. like for real. That shit bugs me the fuck out, dog. So like when it comes to topics like that and helping guys that's why most of my content is seeing like how to spot a buggy bitch or how to see how a bitch is manipulating you, because that bugs me out the most. Like it really bothers me to see that, especially a guy that was doing the right thing and you know what I'm saying, and this nigga's ready to jump off the bridge and shit. Like that shit bugs me the fuck out. So that's what I land on the most, and that's what I pretty much talk about the most. I could do it all, as far as I can teach you how to do everything you want to fucking know, but that seems to me, and people responding well to that because of the type of effort. You see what I'm saying?
And the authenticity and shit, because when you speak it from the heart and passion, that's like a thumbprint. You know what I mean? That's like your finger,
right.
Unique and shit. Nah.
Man, nothing beats authenticity.
Right. Yes.
Well, my man Nelly, you didn't get a chance to say your last word, so go ahead, bro.
Once again, it's always a pleasure. I ain't had no idea I was gonna hop on. I was just gonna, hop on and see what y'all fellas had to slay, because y'all was slow cooking old boy this morning. So it was only right that I hop on and, see what y'all guys was gonna talk about. But Y'all can catch me on Instagram, Nelly.Trav 2221. Come follow me. Come see how I'm living. And I'm just a student in the field, man. That's all I am. I'm just a student in the field, man. But once again, it's always a pleasure, man.
Likewise, brother.
Good. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all sliding through. As for me, follow me at Instagram at Dominance Mindset and Raw Game. Hit the link tree. Subscribe to all my channels. Check out my 3-hour course. Buy my 4 books. You want to donate, hit that Cash App or PayPal. I appreciate it, and I'm going to reinvest. Y'all have a good one.
Salute, fellas. Peace.
So
100.